Give me a minute. I can only read if you go live, so.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 680 live. We're here in the land of purple. We're live on Twitch TV. It is Wrestle Wars Genesis Day. We are going to kick off and continue the road to the 5th annual TWA Slammiversary. That is our next big stream preview, our next gigantic spectacle, if you will. It is going to be a huge card, championships all night long. It is our biggest and final show every year. But right now, we are still over at LCW. We're waiting for those fine folks to join us here in TWA. Luke just had a fantastic LCW show. They absolutely annihilated TNA. They had some TNA rivalries going on today, and LCW kicked it up a notch and kind of buried TNA for the most part. Today anyways. I mean, there's been days where TNA has defeated LCW. It happens.
We are ready now, so don't you worry. Stick around, everyone.
Stick around, join TWA for Wrestle Wars Genesis. It's going to be a fire show.
Now. We are ready now.
It is going to be a fire show. We've got 9 matches, 5 championships on the line, and again, we are continuing the road to the next big SPV for TWA, which is our 5th annual TWA Slammiversary stream preview. It is going to be a thrill ride. You don't want to miss it? And of course, later today, we're actually going to be doing a second show today.
Join in.
We're going to be doing a second show today because last week...
Join in that red and hit that follow button on the Archfest now.
Last week, we were only able to do one show due to weather. I live in Canada, so of course we had a bit of a snowstorm, if you will.
And we'll be live with some Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection tomorrow, by the way, so
Mortal Kombat Legacy. Hyper Knight Raven, I see you. Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. What's new and exciting, my friend? And Invasion from Team Luke the Gooner 94. Welcome in, guys. What's new and exciting? Hopefully everybody enjoyed LCW. I actually thought it was a banger of a show myself. Again,
TNA got schooled, man.
They did. I was just going to say, again, LCW kind of laid the boots to TNA today. It was all LCW.
Well, we got to do that when it comes to the big one, though, man. Otherwise, there's no more LCW.
Indeed. So, I mean, what's your next LCW show? Today?
The big one that we're talking about. It's that one.
Yeah, what's the
LCW versus TNA Bound for Glory. Because they clean sweeped us at Mania, we're going to their territory to take it's on their territory, the second fight.
Right. And of course,
fight of the battle.
Of course, TNA better kick it up a notch. They need to add a little more fuel to their fire.
Did you just see what we did to them today?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Hitman's in the house. What's going on? Dr. What in the house? What's going on, guys? We'll get some shoutouts going on here. Better start with Hyper Knight Raven. He was here first. They were here first.
Oh, man.
There we go.
That's just the warm-up, that, man. We're going to fuck them up when it comes to the main event.
It's going to be interesting, because sometimes, TNA did not have a good day today, but every dog has its day, and when it comes push to shove, and it truly matters, especially when it's TNA versus LCW. Bound for Glory. Yeah. Can LCW school TNA again, or will TNA progress and have a plan?
They did it at our pay-per-view, our territory. So we're going to go to theirs and beat them. I
mean, whatever their agenda was today, it did not pan out.
If we beat them in their territory, that's it. Not TNA mutiny. You can say goodbye to that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we could see the end of Death Zone, though, come Bound for Glory.
Could see the end of Death Zone.
If TNA wins, if they're able to win more matches than LCW Death Zone will become a thing of the past. It will become defunct, if you will.
We're also going to have champions versus champions as well. Their champions versus our champions. It's going to be interesting, so stick around for that, man. Stick around for that.
Lots going on today in TWA, of course. We're starting things off. Our tone setter of the day is going to be a women's TWA speed matchup. And, of course, #1 contender Roxanne Perez is going to be challenging Sarah Dawn from Team Soul Embers, the lady that not many people know too much about. Again, except for apparently the people in upper management, because they booked her in a championship match for her debut, and she won. She is the new TWA Speed Champion. She'll be putting her title on the line today, though, against Judgment Day's Roxanne Perez, so her plate is full. But we got 5 titles on the line today. It is going to be a fantastic show, so you don't want to miss anything. Of course, we got stuff to discuss, though, before we even get to our first tone setter. There's been Premier League matches going on. We've had, the NHL's in full swing. They're past that 30-game mark, and by the way, the Maple Leafs not really doing a whole lot better. I mean, they're a couple of games above 500, but damn. When they started the season, I thought, oh, hey, maybe this season's going to go, all right. They certainly do not look like the same team that they had last year. They lost out of the playoffs in the semifinals to the Florida Panthers, who ended up going on to become 2-time Stanley Cup champion. They won back-to-back Stanley Cup. They're looking to three-peat this year, but they're not doing as well this year either, though. So there's that. I think the top team, let's have a look, I'm pretty sure the top team in the NHL right now is actually the Colorado Avalanche, if I'm not mistaken. Where is it here?
Colorado Avalanche now, number 1, I think.
Sorry? Say that again.
Colorado Avalanche are number 1.
Yeah. They've only lost like 2 games all season. Now they have 7 overtime losses, but they get a point. If you make it to overtime, win or lose, you get a point. So they got a point there. So they have 7 overtime losses, which gives them 7 extra points. But they're 22-2. That's pretty damn good. That is pretty damn good. Dallas Stars are right underneath them. They're 21-6 with 5 overtime losses. Colorado Avalanche are also blowing people away with goals too, because they've got 124 goals for, and they've only allowed 72 goals against. So they're doing very well in the net and on the snipe, apparently. Let's look at the Maple Leafs. Yeah, the Maple Leafs they're 3 games above 500. They've played 30 games. They're 14, 11, and 5. So they're 5 points off of first place, which really isn't all that much at this stage of the game, to be honest. But they are ahead of the Florida Panthers by 1 point, behind the Canadians, who started off top of their division beginning of the year. They're down. They're sitting at 35 points, so they're sitting 3 points out of first place now. They've got 35 points, 97 goals for. Leafs are doing all right in the goals for. I mean, they're sitting at 99 goals for. The problem is they've scored 99 goals and they've had 96 scored against them. So they're literally almost letting in as many as they're scoring. It's ghastly. So, as I've said before, they're my family team. They're my favorite team of all time. They've got a lot of history in the league, and they've always had, good club support, etc. But we are disappointed year after year. They have not won a Stanley Cup since 1967. So
that's a long time.
That is a long ass time.
That's too long now.
It is. I don't understand it. I really don't. And they're one of the.
I'm pretty sure you guys should have won a cup or something.
Yeah, and they're one of the richest, if not the richest team in the league. That might go to Vegas nowadays, but they used to be the richest team in the league. But they don't spend their money right.
If you look at the England teams we've had over the years, we haven't won nothing since 1966. Not even a European Championship.
Yeah, that's a year before the Leafs won their last Stanley Cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrible, isn't it?
Absolutely awful. What is he?
Let's see what's going on for games. There's only a couple of games yesterday. The Chicago Blackhawks and the St. Louis Blues played. Blues beat them 3-2. And Seattle Kraken and Utah Mammoth played, and the Mammoth beat the Kraken 5-3. Today's game day, though. Anybody that watches NHL knows that Saturdays are game day, and so there's going to be a pile of games today, starting around 12:30 Eastern, which is 5:30 UK time. But you got the Anaheim Mighty Ducks or the California Ducks or whatever they go by now. They've changed their names on a couple of occasions, so I don't know if they're Anaheim, if they're just California Ducks, or what they're going by these days. I don't really pay attention to that portion. But they're playing the New Jersey Devils. We got the Ottawa Senators
Sorry
and
to let
the...
him out now, wasn't it?
What?
It's alright to let him out now, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay.
You got the Ottawa... Yeah, I mean, you have a mute button, sir.
I know.
Ottawa Senators are playing the Minnesota Wild at 2 p.m., which is 7 o'clock your time. San Jose Sharks and the Pittsburgh Penguins at 3 p.m. or 8 p.m. UK time. Tampa Bay Lightning, which is Florida's second team, facing the New York Islanders, which is their third team. Fourth if you include New Jersey. They are all part of the tri-state area. That's at 3:30, so that's 8:30 your time. 7 p.m. or midnight your time, it's the Washington Capitals and Winnipeg Jets, Montreal Canadiens and the New York Rangers, Carolina Hurricanes and the Philadelphia Flyers. We've got the Vegas Golden Knights and the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Edmonton Oilers and the Toronto Maple Leafs. So Toronto will probably lose tonight. They're in Toronto too, so that'll suck. But
we played the Oilers the other night. We lost 4-1.
Oilers are in the process of building a very good club.
Yeah, they are. They're a very good team, man.
They are. So I do expect Toronto to lose tonight. If they win, I'll be happy. I'll be impressed. But I don't know. The Edmonton Oilers are a tough team.
Connor McDavid's amazing, man.
He is, yeah. Florida Panthers are facing the Dallas Stars at 8 o'clock or 1 p.m. your time. Or 1 a.m., sorry. Detroit Red Wings at the Chicago Blackhawks. That's, again, that'll be around 1 a.m. your time, so it's 8 p.m. for Eastern time. Nashville Predators versus the Colorado Avalanche at 9 p.m. or 2 a.m. your time. And last but not least for today, Calgary Flames and the Los Angeles Kings. And they've always had a rivalry, those two clubs. They always play very good hockey together. Yeah, they play very good hockey together. That's 10 p.m., so that's 3 a.m. your time.
Why is it a rivalry? They're not like
they've just always had a rivalry, those two teams. It's just when they get together, shit happens. It's usually a really good game, sometimes a tough game. Historically speaking, fights broke out, etc. So it's always been just a rivalry with those teams.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of games on tomorrow too. Believe it or not, we got the Canucks and the Devils at 12:30, which is 5:30 your time. At 3 p.m. or 8 p.m. your time, it's Mammoth and the Penguins. 5 p.m. or 10 p.m. your time is the Flyers and Hurricanes. At 6 p.m. or 11 p.m. your time, it's the Bruins and the Wild. And then we have the Oilers and the Canadiens clashing. So today they play the Maple Leafs, tomorrow they play the Montreal Canadiens. That's at 7 p.m. or midnight your time. And at 8 p.m. or 1 a.m. your time, it's the Sabres and the Kraken. Kraken have been busy. That's 3 games in a row for the Kraken. They played Friday, they played today, and they play tomorrow. Wow. That's got to suck a little bit. Then there's a bunch of games on Monday as well. But it is game day. Lots going on. That's a lot of great hockey today. That is a lot of great hockey. So that should be interesting to see what goes down there. Again, I do expect Toronto to lose to Edmonton. I think that's probably going to happen. It is probably going to happen. What's been going on with the NBA? Let's have a look there. I know the Detroit Pistons are still sitting the top of their conference. I don't know if they're the top of the league or not. I don't think they are, because the Thunder's, Thunder's top of the league, man. They've only lost one. They're 24-1, man.
Really?
Yeah, 24 wins, 1 loss on the season so far. That is fucking amazing. Pistons, though, doing just as well, really, when you think about it overall.
Doing good in basketball. They don't normally do good in basketball.
They're 20 and 5. 20 and 5.
Detroit doing good in sports. What?
I mean, Detroit's had a tough time in the last decade or so, haven't they? I mean, if you go back to the
we haven't won nothing.
I mean, not the Detroit Pistons, but if you go back to the 90s when the Detroit Red Wings won back-to-back Stanley Cups.
Yeah.
What was that? It was 96, 97, and 97, 98, I think. Or was it 97, 98, and 98, 99, I think it might have been. And then 99, 2000, I believe, is when the Dallas Stars won. The Dallas Stars won because they relocated from Minnesota. Minnesota used to be called the Minnesota North Stars. They're now the Minnesota Wild because they reformed their club. But back in the day, Minnesota left and went to Dallas and became the Dallas Stars. ended up winning a Stanley Cup. I mean, to be fair, the Quebec Nordiques had the same thing happen to them. Quebec Nordiques went to Colorado and won a Stanley Cup the same year they went. Yeah. So I think it's cool how the Colorado Avalanche have been wearing the retro jerseys. They've actually been wearing the Quebec Nordique. You know what the thing is, though? There's so many people, including clubs, including NHL players and teams, they'd like to see Quebec come back to the league. They always had tough clubs. And the Battle of Quebec was always fun, or the battle between Ontario and Quebec was a fun thing. Like, there's a lot of hardcore fans in Quebec for hockey, and they have a brand new arena. You know, they've been trying to get back in the league, but they keep putting the league everywhere but, you know, like Gary Bettman does not want to see hockey succeed in Canada. Meanwhile, he takes all the Canadian players and spreads them out through the league. Like, again, last year, Florida Panthers won the Stanley Cup. 11 players on their team were Canadian. You know? Our clubs are suffering, but we still have some of the very best players in the world. So it's a shame that we can't have more of our own clubs. It really is. But hopefully that changes. I know Gary Bettman's supposed to be stepping down eventually, so I'm hoping whoever becomes the new commissioner operates things a little bit differently. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with, you know, I actually think there's some international places that aren't too far to fly, you know, because they got to fly back and forth. If you're in Toronto, you got to fly to Vegas, you got to fly to California, wherever you're going to play. So it'd make no never mind to say fly to England. It's not really much farther to fly to England than it is from Ontario to Vegas or whatever, you know what I mean? So you could have some international teams and not have too much lag, you know, harming players. There's places in Europe, they're nice and close, they could have teams. But I always said a long time ago, like, if the NHL keeps operating in the manner it is, you know, because again, if you look at, I think there's 32 teams in the NHL, right? And 25 of them are American. Canada has 7 teams only, that's it. It's like, what? Well, how do we only have 7 Canadian teams with all the Canadian hockey players? You know what I mean? Like, I can understand. You can't just put a club anywhere. I get that. But there's places that could go and be successful. Quebec being one of those places. Hamilton being another one of those places. You know, the East Coast. There's places on the East Coast that could harbor a team. But damn, yeah, I don't know. Hell, I remember at one point, you know, Bettman did tease a second team in Toronto, and I'm like, for God's sakes, can we just win a cup with the first Toronto team? Like, our luck, you'd create a second Toronto team, and the second Toronto team would beat the original team. Like, it's just, no, please don't do that. You know, there's other places. Bring Quebec back. Quebec deserves to be back in the league. They really do. But yeah, I don't know. And I know your two favorite teams are the Detroit Red Wings and the Los Angeles Kings. Both playing today. Both are playing today. All right, hold on. I'm just going to get some more shoutouts going here. I think I only got Hyper Knight Raven so far. But Dr. What is also here. He came in second. Hitman is here. We need some shoutouts. We need some acknowledgement of our fam jam. We do. Let's see. There we go. I also haven't really advertised that we're live anywhere yet, so I'll do that now before I forget. I blame Luke, to be fair. Alright, I'll throw the advertisement in Discord. And don't forget, later today, after Wrestle Wars Genesis is finished, not immediately, I'm going to take a short intermission, but we're going to be going on YouTube with TWA Legends Night. So lots of action going on today. Tomorrow will be TWA Underground. So there's a lot going on in TWA today. Again, last week we usually do 2 live shows every weekend, but last weekend we had a snowstorm, unfortunately, and it prevented me from running Wrestle Wars Genesis, which sucked. Alright, just got to advertise on X. There we go. Advertisements completed. So at least I didn't wait till halfway through the show before I remembered again. I mean, that's happened, right? We know that's happened.
Yeah,
all right, so while we're continuing our conversation, there's lots to talk about. We got NBA to discuss. We got have a look to see what's going on in the NFL. We're going to have a look to see what's going on in Premier League. So there's things to talk about, discuss. But let's get the show rocking and rolling. Let's get turning and burning, shall we? We got 9 matches, 5 championships on the line. We're going to start with our tone setter of the day. And again, it is going to be a banger. It is Roxanne Perez from the Judgment Day taking on the newest addition to the female roster. And, of course, our newest TWA Women's Champion, Sarah Dawn from Team Soul Embers, inked a contract, and it was a lucrative one. Not to mention, she got a championship match in her debut, and boy, did she take advantage, full advantage, became the brand new TWA Speed Champion. However, Roxanne Perez, the new #1 contender, she is looking to dethrone Sarah Dawn today and make her reign as TWA Speed Champion speedy, if you will. That is next. It is also first. It is our tone setter of the day. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think here? Roxanne Perez is going to have a good day? Or does Sarah Dawn from Team Soul Embers retain her championship and send Roxanne home empty-handed? That's the question you have to answer yourself right now. But here we go. Time to rock and roll. TWA Speed Championship on the line. Roxanne Perez, Sarah Dawn. Let's go. Let's go. What do you think, Luke? The Judgment Day going to pull something out here and maybe try to run a coup, or does Sarah Dawn retain her championship?
Sarah Dawn.
Remember, it is a speed championship matchup, so it is 5-minute time limit. You have 5 minutes.
Sarah Dawn's champion,
she is. She won the championship.
I think Sarah Dawn might retain.
You think she might retain? Okay. What about you guys in the chat room? What do you think? Is it going to be Sarah Dawn, or is it going to be Roxanne Perez? Yo, Demon, what's going on? What's new and exciting? Welcome in. Welcome to DCLXXX. It is XXX Day, or episode number 680. We're going to give you a shout out right now. I do have other shout outs to do, but seeing how you just came in, I already acknowledged everybody else. They know they're appreciated. They'll still get their shout outs, but you just came in. You asked a question and it went unheard. Well, let's have a look-see here. How are you doing today? I'm doing well. I'm off for the weekend, so that's nice. Wrestle Wars Genesis is live, also excellent. And, of course, we're continuing the road to the 5th annual TWA Slammiversary, which is our next big SPV. It's always our biggest and final show of the year. Or final stream preview. Anyways, we'll have other things going on during the holidays, like Ladies' Night, Legends' Night. The Legends will still be active, but our main roster champions will be taking holiday breaks. They will not be defending their championships again until the new year. It will only be the Legends of TWA that will remain active. And of course, again, we will have Ladies' Night. However, unless it's a Legends Championship, from Legends Night, there'll be no titles on the line until the new year. So TWA Underground and Wrestle Wars Genesis after Slammiversary will be on hiatus. Vacation time. You asked if you could join the booth. Well, I mean, not at the moment. That's something you have to do prior to the show going live. Unless you're already on the invite list. Unfortunately. But the good news for you, Hitman. The good news for you is we are doing a second show today. We will be going live on YouTube later with TWA Legends Night. So we can always arrange something for Legends Night. And that was Mufasa that answered the... I don't know how I read right past Hitman and went to Mufasa. So Mufasa, I'm doing well. The question that was asked by Hitman was if he could join the broadcast booth. Hitman says, we win tonight. We break the 2015-2016 Warriors record. Dude, I legit had to use a VPN to join. Looks like the Online Safety Act is infecting Twitch as well. Really? That's weird. That must be just a thing in the UK. I don't think we have that issue here.
Yeah, it is, yeah. It is.
That's pretty sad, though, to be fair. You have to use a VPN.
The thing about doing after something like DCLXXX.
Looking at the champion, I guarantee there is no doubt in their mind as to who is leaving this
Yeah,
match
your
with the
internet
title around
policing
their
is
waist.
pretty strict in the UK. I mean, to be fair, I mean, you know, I kind of get it.
It's a terrible thing. Why should you have to, I'm not scanning my ID for anything, mate. Fuck that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either. Moon Raider says back to winning ways.
People should be better about it.
Is Team Chelsea. Team Chelsea defeated Everton 2-0.
Already?
Wow, that is it. That is all. Just like that. Wowzers. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and your new TWA Speed Champion representing the Judgment Day, it is Roxanne Perez, and she is your new TWA Women's Speed Champion. Congratulations to Roxanne Perez, and I did say women's because we are, of course, starting a men's speed division as well. Unfortunately, we still have no men's speed champion. Perhaps that's something we can take care of. Maybe later today on Legends Night, or we could do it tomorrow on TWA Underground. We'll see what happens there. Question of the show: will John Cena defeat or be defeated by Gunther tonight in his rematch? Hitman says he doesn't care who wins that one. Demon says, I just woke up, waiting on my friend to wake up, so me and her can play a game. Nice. What game are you guys going to play?
I play Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 right now.
Moon Raider says, good win for the Blues today. Mufasa says, in one move. I know, that was a quick matchup. Like, how long was that match even? 30 seconds? Like, what the hell even happened? I don't even know what to... That was crazy.
That was quick, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was quick.
That finished before I could finish 2 rounds of Ultimate Mortal Kombat. And the fight started.
How dare you be discussing or playing Mortal Kombat while TWA is live, sir? Ghastly. I should ban you from the broadcast booth. I should ban you from the broadcast booth. That is ghastly. That insubordinate. So Blackjack, the hand to beat today in Blackjack is 18.
They make the fucking AI hard in this game, man. Fuck me.
Alright, let's see here. I'm going to try something out. Let's see what superstar I am today. I'll get things kicking off. I am Kane. I am the big red machine. I am dressed as a blue heron. I am a very large, mighty bird. And let's see what I'm driving. I'm driving a garbage truck. That's kind of funny. So I am Kane dressed as a blue heron driving a garbage truck. Fantastic.
That makes no sense.
Fantastic. Today's lotto numbers are 10, 25, and 5. Exclamation point lotto to play the lottery. I was not even close. 49, 0, and 49. Good for me. Good for me. Yeah, was anybody paying attention? Like, how long exactly was that speed match? Because that was not, that matchup was not very long, was it? That was actually kind of crazy. I want to say it was less than 2 minutes, for sure. It was less than 2 minutes. It might have been less than a minute. I don't know. Mufasa, what would you say? Were you able to tell exactly how long that match was? It got a 1-star rating, too, even. Crazy. It was crazy fast. That much we know, right? Crazy fast. All right, well, Jesus, we didn't even get to talk about anything really additional during that match because it happened too fast. That was nuts. So here we go. We're moving on to our second match of the day. It is an Extreme Rules tag team matchup. It is Death Authority North. It is Mad Dog and Rocky Cross, and they're taking on the Wyatt Six. And, of course, Death Authority, Wyatt Six, they've got a rivalry going on. They've been going back and forth for weeks, beating each other up, calling each other out. It is showtime and go time for Rocky Cross and Mad Dog because they're facing Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy. That's our second match of the day. It's coming up next. Roxanne ran at her and Pop Rock, so about 10 seconds, I would say. That's crazy, eh? One move and she ended Sarah Dawn. One move. That's the fastest speed match in history so far, for sure. We're going to have to go back and actually...
It's probably so fast, isn't it? Like...
Well, I'm going to have to go back and watch the match and see exactly how long the matchup was, like from when the bell rings to when the bell rings. Because we want to record that, right? Because it is the fastest match. There's been no match that quick. You know, our first speed match, when we tried to crown an inaugural champion, went to a count-out decision. Or no, sorry, a count-out first. Then we had a draw with our second attempt, and then our third attempt, we finally got a new champion. And then, of course, we've had... this is our fourth new champion now. Because Sarah Dawn came in, and... who was the champion right before Sarah Dawn? I forget now. Was it Queen Dust? It was Queen Dust or Anna Jay, one of the two. Let me have a look quick. For the speed champion. Yeah, it was Queen Dust. So she came in and starched Queen Dust in her debut matchup, won the championship, and now turned around and lost it to Roxanne Perez. So we're on our fourth champion. Fourth champion out of 7 matches. That's crazy. And of course, we have begun our men's speed division, but there's still no champion. But we are going to have a matchup for that. I'm trying to remember. It came down to, I want to say it was Aleister Black and El Grande, wasn't it? Does anybody remember? I'm pretty sure it came down to Aleister Black and El Grande. Because it was a tournament, right? It was a tournament. But then the tournament ended with no champion awarded because I believe it was a count out. So no champion was crowned. But anyways, while we continue the conversation, here we go. Matchup number 2, Extreme Rules tag team matchup. It is Death Authority North, Rocky Cross, and Mad Dog taking on Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis. They are the Wyatt Six. Let's go. Keep the show on the go. Turning and burning, rocking and rolling.
Better get ready.
And here comes Death Authority North from Team Rocky Cross and Mrs. Cross. Who's it going to be? Death Authority North? Are they going to pick up the W here, or will the Wyatt Six take them to the Firefly Funhouse and whoop those asses? We're going to find out here shortly. I feel like Death Authority North is definitely hungry. They've had some ups and downs over the past few weeks. They're looking to get back on track, get back into championship title contention and discussions. But the Wyatt Six have been phenomenal here in Season 6. It's a tough call, really. It is a tough call. What do you think, Luke? Death Authority or Wyatt Six? What do you?
We'll go Wyatt Six.
You're gonna go Wyatt Six? All right. All right. So we were going to look at the NBA. All we talked about was Detroit and the Thunder, though, because let's be honest, they're the two best teams in the league right now. Again, the Thunder is sitting at 24-1. They're 10-0 in their last 10.
I wouldn't be surprised if they won it back to back, to be honest.
Well, the way they're going, they just may. They are annihilating everybody. So, and then of course the Pistons. And it's odd because you don't normally look at NBA standings and see the Pistons at the top of the food chain, much less be 20-5. You know, like they're not 24-1 like the Thunder, but they're 20-5. That's still fantastic. That is awesome. And it is Detroit Pistons we're talking about here. You know what I mean?
They must have it. They must have a good team. I don't even know their team, and I might have to look at their team because they must have a good team.
Well, let's see. Eastern Conference, the top 5 are the Detroit Pistons. We got the Knicks, the Celtics, the Magic, and the 76ers. That's the top 5 for the Eastern Conference. Top 5 in the Western Conference, you got Thunder, the Nuggets, the Rockets, the Lakers, and the Spurs. And even the 5th place team is like 6.5 games back. You know, so as well as everybody's doing in the top 5, because everybody from the 7th spot down are way back. They're 10 games back plus. So even though the Spurs are top 5, they're still 6.5 games back. And 76ers are 5.5 games back in the Eastern Conference. So let's see what NBA games are going on today, because it's also a big game day for the NBA, not just the NHL. Actually, no, there's more games on tomorrow. Sundays are usually bigger than Saturdays for NBA. But anyways, today it is the Knicks versus the Magic. That's at 5:30 p.m. or 10:30 p.m. UK time. The Spurs and the Thunder. So they'll be 25-1 by the end of the day. They play at 9 p.m. or 2 a.m. UK time. Again, the Spurs are sitting at number 5. The Thunder are sitting at number 1. They're 5.5 games back. Sorry, 6.5 games back of the Thunder. And the Thunder are 10-0 in their last 10 games. So I would imagine they're going to make that 11-0 in their last 11 games, which will set the Spurs back just a little further. Tomorrow, though, you got the Wizards and the Pacers, the Hornets and the Cavaliers, the 76ers and the Hawks, the Bucks and the Nets, the Kings and the Timberwolves, the Pelicans. I still think the Pelicans is weird. I guess it just... no, me neither. Although I don't like Utah Mammoth in the NHL either, but... does anybody else find the Pelicans a weird name for a basketball team? I don't know. Every time I read it, I can't help but to comment on it. The Pelicans. The Pelicans versus the Bulls. You got a bull versus a bird. You know, is that bird on... I mean, is that bird a meta? Is it a meta animal? Is it going to become superpowered and beat up that bull? It just doesn't sound intimidating. The Lakers and the Suns. You got the Warriors and the Trailblazers. Now those games start at again 3 p.m. was the Wizards and the Pacers, which is 8 p.m. UK time. Hornets and Cavaliers kick off at 3:30 or 8:30 UK time. 76ers and the Hawks at 6 p.m. Eastern or 11 p.m. UK time. Bucks and the Nets also at 11 p.m. UK time or 6 p.m. Eastern. Kings and the Timberwolves at midnight or 7 p.m. Eastern. Pelicans, the Birdies versus the Bulls. The Birds versus the Male Cows. 7 p.m. or... Right? Especially if you don't know much about the NBA or you're just starting to watch it and trying to become a fan, and you see Pelicans versus Bulls, but you don't know much about the team, you're probably going to go to the Bulls, right? Not to mention the Bulls are pretty much known everywhere, right? They were such a dynasty, that team. Then the Lakers and the Suns are at 1 a.m. UK time. At 2 a.m. UK time, it's the Warriors and the Trailblazers. Sorry, say that again. Well, I mean, it's up for debate, right? I think it's really up to each to their own, really. The Chicago Bull, yeah, it depends on the era. It depends on, because I mean, yeah, the Chicago Bulls have won a lot of NBA championships, but yeah. Well, I still think. No, I agree. I believe he was too, and I think if he was still alive, I think he'd be well on his way to being the greatest of all time too. Not to mention, but. Yeah. Well, even Michael Jordan gave props to Kobe Bryant, man. Even Michael Jordan gave props to Kobe Bryant. So I mean, now that's of course providing Kobe could stay out of shit. You know, he kept having scandals pop up, and you know, who knows? His career might have ended eventually over stupidity. I don't know, which would have been very unfortunate. Very unfortunate, but. And that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the Extreme Rules Tag Team matchup representing Team Rocky Cross and Mrs. Cross. It is Mad Dog and Rocky Cross, better known as Death Authority North. They just picked up a big W over Dexter Loomis and Joe Gacy. The Wyatt Six ended up with a big loss. So congratulations to Death Authority North. I'm sure that'll make Rocky Cross very happy. He does like to win, you know. He does like to win. But a big win over the Wyatt Six for Death Authority North. Again, they're looking to get back into title contention. They're looking to get back into the title conversation, period. So with a win over the Wyatt Six, who have been doing very well all season, that is a huge step in the right direction. And, of course, a notch under the belt of the Death Authority North, because they've had a rivalry going on for several weeks now. I mean, I'm sure it's not over. You know, the Wyatt Six never take anything lying down, and they're gonna strike back at some point. You can guarantee it. But for now, Death Authority North, Rocky Cross, and Mad Dog with a big win. So congratulations. Just gonna catch up with chat here real quick. Doesn't bother me on who I want to win this. Lakers lost against the Spurs in the NBA Cup. I've been watching a lot of NBA as of late. Lakers are playing. Yeah, we were already talking about the NBA. Well, we're actually kind of still talking. We're just kind of wrapping up the NBA discussion. Of course, I'm going back in the chat here. He might have been talking about that while we were discussing it. List of the greatest NXT champions of all time. You have one? Or you would like to hear one? You'll have to clarify yourself on that. I actually don't have a list for the day. So, I mean, I'm open to suggestions. We could. You want to hear one? All right, let me see if I can find one. Greatest NXT champions of all time. That's not a terrible idea. I don't think we've ever done that, actually. Give me 2 seconds.
It's actually really sad out. It's actually really sad out though, because
it is, especially considering they were warned not to take off, and he decided that he wanted to take off anyways.
Well, as a pilot decided to go.
Yeah. Greatest NXT champions of all time. I'm going to see if I can find something at least fairly recent. If I see a list from 2024, that's not terrible. I'm hoping to find one from this year, though. I don't think I'm going to find one, though. Let's click this and see what's going on here. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to.
They're long enough to take off, and everything is long enough to fly, and you can't fly anyway.
I guess I'm gonna go with the Sportster article. Now this was done springtime of last year, so I mean it's not this year, but it is at least fairly recent. So there you go, Moon. We do have a list of best WWE NXT champions, so we'll get to that in just a bit. But I mean, we're kind of slowly moving on from the NBA. We're going to push now into Premier League. conversation, actually. That is our next conversation as far as the sports world goes. But again, congratulations to Death Authority North. Big win over the Wyatt Six. It is time to move on to our next matchup of the day. And here we go. It is Phenomenal Soul from Team Joe Link. It is the Phenom, Joe Lincoln, and Ricky Saints taking on Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, of course better known as the Street Profits. That's our next matchup of the day in the tag team division. Moon Raider playing poker. Yeah, it's blackjack. We don't have poker. You got to play blackjack now, Moon. Exclamation point BJ. Which is, of course, Infinitoni's favorite. He loves the BJ. Did you figure out who you were today? What superstar are you today, Moon? Anybody else that hasn't already checked it out? See what superstar you are, what animal you are dressed up as, and what vehicle you might be driving. Exclamation point superstar, exclamation point animagus, and exclamation point vehicle to get that job done. Then, of course, you can always try to become championship worthy, world or television, I believe. I changed it to here on Twitch. Let me just double check on that right now. Yes. So I am 73% television championship worthy. Not close enough. Not even close enough to say close, but no cigar, because it is 73 is a far cry from a 100, isn't it? It is definitely a high number, but in the greater perspective on things, it is still far away. All right, here we go. Phenomenal Soul versus the Street Profits. Let's rock and roll. Of course, both these teams as well looking to get into the championship title picture. Death Authority North took a step in the right direction. Which one of these teams will do the same? Which one of these teams will do the same? Will it be Phenomenal Soul or the Street Profits, guys? What do you think? Here they come, Ricky Saints and the Phenomenal Joe Lincoln. Joe Lincoln, of course, a legend here in TWA. Multiple-time champion, tag team champion. He's had a hell of a career in TWA. We do, of course, have the venue booked for TWA's 5th annual Slammiversary. It is booked. It is set in stone. It is ready to go for next weekend. Our biggest and final stream preview of the year. Championships all day long. It is going to be an absolute firestorm. It'll be a thrill ride, a spectacle, an extravaganza, if you will. And here comes the Street Profits, also former tag team champions themselves. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but I did change the TWA logo. If you look on the barricade, actually, you will see the brand new TWA logo. Actually, you see it right there above the Titantron. Made it look a little more vintage. I'd already changed it on a couple of occasions, but you know how I am. I create things and then suddenly I hate them. It took me a while to book a venue for Slammiversary even. But we got the job done. Booked, locked and loaded, set in stone, ready to rock and roll for the 5th annual TWA Slammiversary. Rocky Cross is in the house. Rocky, you just missed out on watching the Death Authority face the Wyatt Six. You just missed out. I gotta get some more shout-outs going here. I believe the last shout-out was to Demon. I already got Dr. What? I've got Hyper Knight Raven, so that means Hitman and Moon Raider are next on my list. Let's go with Hitman first. And of course, it looks like we got Adam joining us here. Adam is here, ready to rock and roll with TWA. Of course, you already knew that if you were paying attention, Luke, because he was the one talking about needing a VPN to join. Sorry about that, Adam, by the way. That sucks. That's just... It is ridiculous. It really is. It really is. Liverpool defeated Brighton. And, how do you say that? Is it Hove? Is it Hove? Or Hove? Albion. Okay. 2-0 anyways. 2-0. And of course, Moon let everybody know that Chelsea won 2-0. Still looking great. An update party on something? Sorry, what do you mean by that? Update a party.
It takes a certain level of athleticism to pull that off.
I don't know what he's talking about, but anyways, I'm just running back down the list here. I still have some more shoutouts to do. Again, I believe Moon Raider is next. I already got Hitman.
Tag made. Here we go. Takedown.
Oh, it looks like I gotta wait a few seconds more before I shout out Moon Raider.
This is insulting. This is entertaining. I don't think there was anything
The system said, "No, sir, you must wait." How dare they make me wait? How dare they? But anyways, so we were just kind of wrapping up talk with the NBA. We've already been talking about the NHL and what's been going on there, what's coming up. So let's first of all start just, to make Luke happy. We'll talk about Team Arsenal, still sitting at the top of the league. They don't have quite a big point spread as they did, because of course they lost a couple of games. So they're only 2 points ahead now. We're at 1.5 or 6 points ahead, but Man City has quickly caught up. They've got 10 wins, 1 loss, but they've got 1 draw, and they've got 4 losses. Arsenal, however, still 2 points ahead of Man City with 33 points. It's weird. It's weird that you guys get 3 points for a win. Like, where does that number come from? Any other sport? Yeah, any other sport, it's like 2 points for a win. You guys 3. We're gonna give our players 3 points to win.
Many years ago, I think it was 3 points for a win.
Yeah. What are they? Do they just like bigger numbers, or what? I don't understand giving 3 points for a win. But anyway, I never understood why American gridiron football, why they needed to have 6 points for a touchdown either. Everybody else gets a point for a goal, not football. No. They got to go with, we're going to give you 6 points, and if you kick a field goal, we'll give you an extra point and give you 7. So anyways, yeah, Arsenal's still sitting at the top of the league. Man City's right under them. Aston Villa is sitting 3rd place. They are sitting with 9 wins, 3 draws, and 3 losses. I'm just going to go over the top 5 here. Team Chelsea is sitting at 8 wins, 4 draws, and 4 losses with 28 points, sorry. And then, of course, we have Crystal Palace at number 5. That's the top 5 in that conference. They are. They're 7-5-3. They got 26 points. So they are.
What is happening at them?
I don't know. The bottom of the league, of course, is still the Wolves. They have no wins.
Have they won again?
No, they're 0-2-13. Yeah, 0 wins, 2 draws, 13 losses.
You really think they're going to get anything going to the Emirates? Going to Arsenal?
Yeah, I don't know. No, I think Arsenal wins either 2 or 3-0 today. That's how I see that going. That is how I see that going. What games are on? Let's see what matches are on. Actually, let's start with Actually, there was no games yesterday. Yesterday was Friday. What am I talking about? So today, of course, we've already had some games on. Chelsea and Everton. It was Chelsea over Everton 2-0. And Liverpool down Brighton 2-0. At 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, or I don't know, that might be UK. No, it's not UK time. It's our time, so it's 5:30 UK time. You got Burnley and Fulham at 3 p.m. later today, or 8 p.m. UK time. It is Team Arsenal versus the Wolves again. I do predict a 2 or 3-0 victory by Arsenal. Crystal Palace is taking on Man City, so you know what? I'm gonna go with Man City on that one. I think Man City's gonna down Crystal Palace, and it's gonna be 2-1.
I hope
It's gonna be 2-1 for Man City. That'll be the final score. Sunderland and Newcastle play tomorrow. Actually, Crystal Palace and Man City actually play tomorrow, not today. Also, Sunderland and Newcastle. Nottingham Forest and Tottenham play tomorrow. West Ham and Aston Villa. Brentford and Leeds United. And that's the last game for tomorrow. The game after that is on Monday. Man United versus Bournemouth. So, let's see what's going on. Look at some of the stats. Man City's Erling, is it Haaland or Holland? Haaland. Okay, so he's got 15 goals. Yep, 15 goals. Thiago's got 11. Welbeck's got 7. I don't know how to pronounce Hugo's name, but he has 7. And then Mateta has 7. They got 3 of them tied for third spot.
Mateta's actually pretty good, you know.
Well, I mean,
he's still quite young as well.
He's got 7 goals. You can't complain with that.
Yeah.
Man United, of course, their personal... Bruno Fernandes is sitting the top of the league for 6 assists. Mohamed Kudus has 5 assists. Man City's got like 2 players in there. Arsenal's not in the top for goals or assists. They are not. Somebody from Tottenham has the most yellow cards so far this season. Christian Romero.
He's a hothead, and he's always getting himself sent off and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, he's got 7 yellow cards. 7 yellow cards. But then you got...
He's been sent off in a couple of Arsenal.
Then you got a Man United player with... There's a whole bunch of people that only have 1 red card. So not many red cards this season. A lot of yellow cards, though. A lot of yellow cards. I'm just looking to see if anybody... Oh, yeah, Team Arsenal has... what is it? Ricardo Calafiori? Or Calafiori?
Calafiori, yeah.
Yeah. He's got 5.
He likes to get himself forward. He does.
Yeah. So with the matches for tomorrow, well, first of all, we already know that Liverpool beat Brighton. We already know that Chelsea beat Everton. Who wins, Burnley or Fulham?
Probably Fulham.
Okay, Arsenal or Wolves? Okay. Moving to tomorrow, Crystal Palace or Man City? You think Man City takes that one? Okay.
Yeah. I don't want them to win though, but...
Sunderland or Newcastle?
Oh, that's a rivalry.
It is. I want to go with Newcastle for some reason.
The time where Derby, it's up north, for both of you, mate.
Yeah. But who do you think? That doesn't answer my damn question. Who do you think's going to win?
I'm going Sunderland, mate.
Moonrader says, I am now on the broadcast booth. Well, Moonrader, you can speak up with your thoughts on these games. I mean, we've been I'll go over them
I
with
say
you
an
next.
Arsenal wins tomorrow against Wolves. Easy Arsenal.
I'll go over those with you in a moment. I'm just finishing up with Luke anyway, but all right, where did we leave off? Oh yeah, Crystal Palace or Man City?
Man City.
Okay, did we already go over that? Yeah, we did, because we said Newcastle, or I said Newcastle over Sunderland. What did you say?
Sunderland.
Okay. Nottingham Forest or Tottenham?
We can sense the whole WWE universe behind him right now.
Or option C, who cares?
Who cares? That's what I like Tottenham.
He wastes no time.
West Ham or Aston Villa?
Cover on Montez. This could be the end.
Aston Villa.
Okay, and last but not least, Brentford or Leeds United?
Brentford.
Brentford? All right. Moonrader, your turn. So the last game that's on for today, or sorry, there's two of them. Is it going to be Burnley or Fulham?
I don't like. To be honest, Fulham is a rival.
Yeah.
I know that Burnley ain't going to win it, but I think Fulham's going to win. To be honest, because I think they have more of a team. But I wouldn't mind seeing Burnley win. I'm not the biggest fan of Fulham, because there's their rivals Chelsea too.
Yeah, I knew that.
Owned by Tony Khan's father.
Oh, hold on one second, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. That is all. The winner of the tag team matchup, representing Team Joe Link, Ricky Saints, and the Phenom, Joe Lincoln. They are Phenomenal Soul, and they are headed back to that discussion table for Tag Team Championship Gold, along with Death Authority North. Big win for Phenomenal Soul. Congratulations to Team Joe Link, the Phenom Joe Link, and of course Ricky Saints is looking really good. I mean, not only is Ricky Saints doing a phenomenal job as part of Phenomenal Soul, he's already won a championship since inking a contract with TWA. He was at one time the Andre the Giant Battle Royal Champion. So, I mean, he's doing very, very well. So, congratulations to Ricky Saints and Joe Lincoln. That was a great match, too, by the way. Great matchup. All right, so we'll move on with that, with those questions in just a moment. We'll get the next match rocking and rolling here in just a few moments. If I'm not mistaken, the rivalry continues next, ladies and gentlemen, between Big Bronson Reed and Elijah Archer. Archer, of course, not happy that he's dropped 3 matches in a row to the Vision. He lost to Braun Breaker. He starched Braun Breaker. Ended up losing at Underground when it was for the championship. And, of course, that put Braun Breaker up 2-1 over Archer. And then he fought Bronson Reed twice. You know, we do have mute buttons for a reason. When we need to do things like that. That is ghastly to hear while I'm trying to... I don't know, somebody's sniffing or something. What is that? Yeah, that is you. But anyways.
I can't open my nose.
Gas, well, catch it. Like, why is it running?
Hey.
What is wrong with you? Why is your nose off your face?
Because, but for some reason, when I eat, my nose runs. It's weird.
Were you eating something spicy?
No, well, fuck with that. It's not spicy. It's just like the nose run.
Because I know if I eat things with spice, it doesn't matter. You know, anything spicy, it makes me sneeze. Like I fucking hate sneezing. I'm not gonna lie. I hate sneezing. Sneezing tends to stuff you up for a while, and it also dries the shit out of your throat, so I hate it. You know, especially if you don't even have a cold. It's different if you have a cold. Sometimes sneezing can be helpful. But when you have no cold, it just dries out your sinuses and throat. It sucks. But anyways. All right, here we go. We're moving on to our next match of the afternoon, matchup number 4. And again, it is Big Bronson Reed. Looks like he's bringing Braun Breaker with him. Of course he is. Archer coming in alone. He probably should have brought some back. Maybe he will. I don't know. But it looks like he's coming out as a lone wolf tonight. That could be a big mistake for Elijah Archer. But it is no holds barred. Big Bronson Reed versus the one, Elijah Archer. And apparently he's going to be debuting a brand new entrance today.
Full of a Scott already.
What does that have to do with Archer and Bronson Reed? Nothing. Nothing. How dare you? We haven't even started the match yet. See, Moon knows his cues. He knew it was not time for that question yet. Didn't you, Moon? How dare you, Luke? All the time you spend on the broadcast booth, you still don't know your cue. You know, you could pay attention to the, you know, you could at least pay attention to the script, to the teleprompter, something. You know, the little light flashing that tells you when to talk. That you pay attention to that. It'll turn green when it's your turn. How dare you? But anyways, yeah. So the one Elijah Archer taking on Big Bronson Reed. That is next. Let's get things turning and burning. All right. So Moon Raider, back to you before Luke says anything. He was going to try and jump all over it. How dare he? Where did we leave off? Was it Fulham and Burnley? Yeah, it was. Okay, so, Moon, Arsenal or the Wolves? That's the other game today.
He's off gone.
Good God, where'd he go? Moon Raider!
Did he go?
Somebody check under the ring. Or is he under there with cracking skulls? That could be a big
everyone
mistake.
knows that Arsenal are going to make Wolves because...
Wouldn't it be, you know, not that I want it to happen, but wouldn't it be fucked up if they actually won against Team Arsenal? And it'd be even worse if it ended up being their only win of the season.
If you was to tell me that Arsenal were bottle jobs after that match, I'd agree with you because we shouldn't be losing the fucking Wolves.
But to be fair, I fully expect Arsenal. I said it earlier. I think they're going to win either 2 or 3-0 today. Not only do I think the Wolves are losing, I don't think they're going to record a point today at all. I don't. But Moon Raider, where'd you go? How dare you? He's like Boss Apollo. He's here, then he's gone. He's here, then he disappears.
Did you see that? Did you see that thing I posted in the sports room? That guy on the channel said Wolves might be the worst. He's been a Wolves fan his whole fucking life.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
He said it's the worst Wolves team in 40 years. He said.
Well, man, they have no wins. They have 0 wins.
I thought it would have got. They got a draw, man.
So they have 0 wins, 2 draws, and I believe it's 13 losses.
2 points, right?
Yeah, they have 2 points. Yeah.
Fucking hell,
that is it. That is it. That is all. All right, here we go. Bronson Reed, Elijah Archer. Again, apparently Archer going to be debuting a brand new entrance today, so let's check it out. Time to rock and roll. Keep the show on the go. Turn and burn. Let's go.
It must be fucking horrible if you get relegated and there's still remaining games of the season left as well. Oh.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of crazy.
It has happened. But...
So we're just waiting on Moon Raider to return so we can finish running down that list. Same questions I asked Luke, of course. I was going over the Premier League games, see who they think personally is going to win or lose. And if you guys have opinions, by the way, if you watch the Premier League, if you don't, shame on you. How dare you? Do not turn around and tell me you watch pigskin combat and you don't pay attention to a good old Premier League game. That is ghastly. But anyways, here they come. Together, they are the TWA Underground World Tag Team Champions. Braun Breaker also the reigning, defending TWA World Champion.
No, there are people that do like.
I liked it better when I liked it more when I was younger than I do now, but to be fair. Actually, wait a minute. Braun Breaker is not the TWA Underground World Champion anymore. He lost to El Grande Americano because El Grande Americano is now a quintuple champion. Today, if he's able to defend and retain his television championship, he will go on to TWA Legends Night later and challenge whoever is the Legends Champion. Legends Champion is pulling double duty today because Carino Sinister Farmer is, of course, defending the Legends Championship against the future M, Mufasa, here on Wrestle Wars Genesis. The winner of that matchup will defend against El Grande Americano at TWA Legends Night. So we'll see what happens. And here he comes. The one, Elijah Archer, making his way to the ring.
And his opponent, representing the Coalition from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 255 pounds, the Elijah Archer. I can't watch this entrance. I heard this one back.
looking to get some payback against Bronson Reed. The ongoing rivalry between the Coalition, the Vision, and TDL's been mixed in there. They've been right up both their asses. TDL does not give a crap who they face. They're just looking for a fight, and they're looking to strap gold around their waist. But they certainly didn't mind, you know, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and tell you that they were teaming up with the Vision, but they certainly didn't mind rousing the Coalition alongside them, that's for sure. They had a good time with that. Invading Archer Acres, Mufasa exploding ink bombs in Archer's face. There's been a lot of villainy going on between those teams. Archer looking for a win here today, though. So yes, today, El Grande Americano could very well become the first ever sextuplet champion.
That is wild, man.
It is wild. He's already the first ever quintuple champion.
Wow, man.
The furthest the men got in the last 6 years is Grand Slam champion. The women, however, surpassed that. They've got quite a few Grand Slam champions, and then, of course, you got B. Jackson and January that both became quintuple and sextuplet champions. B. Jackson took that a step further and became the first ever and only septuplet champion. So, I mean, craziness. But today, El Grande could make history again by becoming the first ever sextuplet champion. It could happen. So anyways, Moon, you're back.
I am back.
All right, so let's finish that conversation about, we left off with Burnley and Fulham and Arsenal and the Wolves. I assume you chose Arsenal over the Wolves?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 points over. Got the win over Wolverhampton.
Do you hear all of it?
I only watch it. Well, I do watch other games. I do.
Oh yeah, I do. I do.
So, moving on to tomorrow's games. Crystal Palace or Man City?
I'll say I know Man City are going to mostly win that, but even though Man City are basically a cheating team because of their 120 something charges, there's oil money in that shit.
Yeah.
So I say myself by football, should I say, one of my one of my local teams.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace.
So you would like to see Crystal Palace win, but
I would love to see that.
But you think that Man City's going to pull it out?
Yeah.
Now, do you think it'll at least be an even game? Do you think it'll be an evenly, like they're not going to get blown out or anything?
Crystal Palace puts out if they're depending on who's good.
Yeah. Would you be satisfied with a draw?
I really
want to win
mind seeing a draw.
Yeah.
I just don't want Manchester City nowhere near another Premier League title, which they should have not won the past 4 times.
You would rather Arsenal win the league over Man City?
Oh, this is so
I think I would rather see a team that doesn't cheat.
Archer with an homage to Bray Wyatt.
Don't say that too loud, Saxon. You might get caught. Absolutely no telling what
Bronson Reed is down and out.
I say Arsenal to win the Premier League this season.
Yeah, I think Arsenal's winning the Premier League this season.
There's no way for Chelsea to finish to win it. There's no way. Even though I would love to see it, but it's just.
Not yet. You might give it a couple of years' time. You might get
So what do you think? We still got a few more games going on for tomorrow. Sunderland and Newcastle. Who wins that one, Moon?
Newcastle. I always love Newcastle.
Luke and I actually said the same thing. Nottingham Forest.
I've got Sunderland.
Oh, you went with Sunderland? How dare you?
Where's it at? Is it at?
Traitor. You traitor. Stinky cunt fish. Nottingham Forest or Tottenham?
To be honest, I know I don't like Tottenham because
what's funny?
Fans are basically stupid.
I know quite a few people from the UK, Actually, one of them dates well, she used to be my daughter-in-law. I still treat her like my daughter-in-law, but she's no longer with my son. But anyways, her new fiance or boyfriend or whatever their status is, he's from England himself. I forget where from. I'll have to ask him. But I mean, I can't remember. I'll have to ask him. But I know he also does not like Tottenham. And most of the people I know from England or the UK in general also do not like Tottenham. It's like, are they like the most hated football club in the UK or what? But because almost everybody I talk to from England does not like Tottenham. It's like
the way people thought about us.
Yeah. So you think
NXT's Nathan Fraser, well, not NXT because he's no longer with part of NXT.
Nathan Fraser.
I wouldn't say that they're both haters, but they're Arsenal's rivals. That's why I hate them.
Yeah. So what about Archer misses the mark and he's getting pounded on by a hockey stick. Weston or Aston Villa? Wait,
Aston Villa, I go for.
You're going for okay. So did Luke. Brentford or Leeds?
West Ham, I just said.
I think West Ham might have.
You think so? All right. What about Brentford or Leeds United? Moonrader. Yeah, you did, yeah.
We'll see. Brentford.
You're going to say Brentford? Leeds United.
Brentford or who they? Brentford, I will say.
Okay. And the last game for tomorrow, Man United or Bournemouth?
Man United.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, that's to be expected. I think most people would choose Man United there. So you said you've been watching more NBA lately, right?
Yeah.
So there's a couple games on today, and there's several games on tomorrow. So the two games today are the Knicks and the Magic, and the Spurs and Thunder. Now Thunder sitting the top of the league. They're 24-1. They are destroying everybody. But who do you think wins between the Knicks and the Magic?
The Magic.
You think the Magic? Luke, what about you? I believe the Magic. Oh, there it is. That is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the no-holds-barred matchup. He is, of course, representing the team he leads, the Coalition. It is the one. Elijah Archer with a big win over Big Bronson Reed. The rivalry continues, and guaranteed it is going to get uglier because there's no way the Vision's going to take that lying down. But the ultimate goal, he also wants to beat Braun Breaker again, and then he wants another shot at that TWA Underground World Championship currently being held by El Grande Americano. So maybe tomorrow we'll get a chance to see Archer versus Braun Breaker. Again, if he can beat Braun Breaker, he can challenge again for the TWA Underground Championship. That would, of course, be probably at Slammiversary, because that'll be our next live show after TWA Underground. Unless I end up doing a second show tomorrow too, I don't know. We'll see. Doing 2 shows today and at least 1 tomorrow. That's 3 shows for the weekend. So we'll see what happens with that. But Spurs and the Thunder. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Good at the moment. I think they might win back-to-back.
I was just going to say I think they might win back-to-back championships. I think they're starting a dynasty. Rocky Cross is probably pretty sad right about now. I'm sure he was betting against Archer. I probably don't even have to look. Rocky Cross says, how fucking dare you who said Sunderland? Kraken Skulls
It's from UK. It's from
subscribing with his Prime subscription. Holy fuck, I got tongue-tied there. That was fucking crazy. I don't know what happened. It's like... What's going on, Kraken Skulls? What is new and exciting, my friend? Glad you're here. Let's give Kraken a shout-out.
What did you say? I popped in the most hated thing.
Well, I don't know.
The teams people hate all.
I personally don't know if they're the most hated team, but like I said, I know quite a few people from England and the UK in general, and they do not like Tottenham. None of them. Like when we talk football, we're not even allowed to talk about Tottenham type of thing. They do not like them.
You can't
so.
if you want. You can't if you want.
Kraken says I don't do the Twitch thing too often. No, you don't. I mean, so Kraken, are you going to be doing more content on YouTube going forward? Or are you going to pick the pace back up on Twitch? What's going on there? Out of curiosity.
I do actually think they'll win, though.
Sorry, who will win?
I think Tottenham will win, I guess.
Oh, you think Tottenham beats them? That's right, I forgot about that.
I think the Spurs will win, I guess.
Oh, Thunders. You talking about the Spurs and the Thunder here?
Now go for Thunder and basketball.
Oh, we're talking about the NBA.
Yeah.
How dare you?
I didn't answer that one when you asked me, that's why.
Oh, that's right, you didn't. I forgot, actually. I forgot. How, you know what? How fucking dare you not answer me? How fucking dare you not answer me? Moon, Wizards or Pacers tomorrow?
Pacers.
Luke, what do you think? Wizards or Pacers? You going Pacers? Hornets or Cavaliers?
Cavaliers. Hornets.
Yeah. Moon, you say the same, or do you? What do you think?
Tyrese, what's his name? Tyrese, Allen, whatever his second name is part of the Indiana Pacers. Well,
yeah.
I go for them.
No, I said Hornets or Cavaliers.
I am. Oh, look at that. It's a tough one. I don't know who's part of each. I'll say Cavaliers.
Yeah, Hornets aren't doing great.
The Hornets are fucking terrible, to be honest with you.
After that, we got the 76ers and the Hawks.
The Hornets are like the Wolves.
Hornets are like the Wolves. Not quite. They've won, they've won at least a game.
I mean,
so.
at least they've won a game. The
yeah. No, so, they have not. Zero wins.
I don't mean to just laugh at any team, but fucking hell,
All right, here we go. Next match of the day. It is a trip to the tag team division. It is the Coalition. And Axiom and Nathan Frazier, better known as Fraxium. Both of these teams want to get back into championship title contention. A win over each other, of course, puts them in the right direction. Who's going to pick up the W? Joe Hendry and MJF or Nathan Frazier and Axiom? We're going to find out right now. It is coming your way. Let's go. What do you guys think? Coalition or Fraxium?
The Coalition?
Yeah, Coalition or Fraxium. That's the two teams.
Coalition with the win.
Okay. Luke? We know who Rocky's picking, so we won't ask him. I'm trying to remember if I got Moonraider's shoutout. I did, okay. Just making sure. I know I was behind on some shoutouts. I've got Mufasa next, of course. I already shouted out Kraken Skulls. I got to get Adam a shout-out.
Christian calls, partially his latest vid the other day. Talking about John Cena's thing.
Oh, yeah. I haven't watched it. I'm actually behind, I think, on 2 of his videos. I got to catch up. There.
Yeah, I need to catch up on the latest video of the podcast that I watch as well.
We're not
into more of the
We're not still talking about hockey, but we can, of course, talk about hockey if you've got something to add to the conversation. We're actually, right now, we're just wrapping up the NBA conversation. We're talking about who they think's going to win the games tomorrow. We'll get back to that in just a moment. I'm going to get this next matchup underway. Again, tag team action between the Coalition and Fraxium. Let's rock and roll. I'm going to take a couple of seconds. You guys can continue talking about the land of sports. I'm just going to grab myself a beverage and use the facilities, and I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
They are ready for battle.
Yes, I haven't checked yet. Yeah, it is. Already 3 goals in the first half.
Fucking hell, I didn't expect that. I thought it was better, man.
The member of the owner of Fulham is Tony Khan's father, but Tony Khan tweets about Fulham sometimes. Yeah, his father does, but it's not actually. I thought it was Tony Khan that does. But then again, he's like the director or something. To be honest, that dude thinks that AEW is on a good run in 25, and he said a big lie recently, saying, "Oh, the ratings are close to WWE ratings." No, they're not. That's all it is. That's all they want to do. Like the thing is, I wasn't actually watching the part, watching Mercedes Monet's live, because as she was in Manchester apparently, is what she stated, on the way to Manchester or somewhere. Somebody asked a question, any thoughts about John Cena's retirement, and then she blocked him. And I'm just like, really?
Be careful.
I know it's just part of AEW, part of the competition, but look at how to be honest, it's just pretty childish as a wrestler. Like, yeah, she had her differences in the WWE. Basically, at the time, back in 22, I think it was, her and Naomi basically backed up and left, which they did the right thing. But then Mercedes Moné used to be 13 titles, now 12 titles, because she lost the Ring of Honor women's title, women's television title to Red Velvet. Like, what's the point of putting the title on there? What's her name? Mercedes Moné, for her to lose that title back to the woman that she beat. I mean, I actually like her, Red Velvet, though. She's great, she's fine. I've seen some of her dark matches when AEW Dark was around, but the Honorable Rosa's the champion over there. The first ever. The Honorable Rosa, Virtual Rosa.
Oh yeah, go for
yeah, she's the Ring of Honor Women's Pure Champ.
Why is she got to be on? Tony Khan continues.
He doesn't even know how to talk people that are from used to be with WWE or TNA. Like with Josh Alexander, puts him in with the Don Callis family without no explanation.
Arm extended, tags his teammate in. Knee right to the face. Oh no. He is donning the crimson mask. What a callous attack. Being placed in the corner here. Uh-oh. There's the backbreaker.
We're good friends with Blade some game called Disney Dreamlight Valley. I think what that game was about, though.
I've seen you trip over your own left foot. No thank you. Tag made. Oh man. They finish each other's sentences. They finish each other's moves. That's tag team excellence right there, gentlemen. Driving down with the axe handle.
That was some heavy pressure applied to the arm.
Having a weakened arm can limit you in so many ways, making it harder to execute on even simple attacks.
Face wash.
There it is. He can end it here.
Oh, somehow. Those one counts getting harder and harder to kick out of.
Placing him in the corner.
There's a tag.
Won't be doing their elimination chamber for my show because of live. It's more of a build. With the collective of a build to my last show.
And there's the tag. It's about time.
Do my last PLW pay-per-view stream review this year.
An injured shoulder puts you below square one. This is a smart strategy here.
Stepped aside, avoiding damage.
All the way to the outside. Check this out. Springboard clothesline. And shoulders down. This might do it. And he easily stops the ref's count.
He's far from finished.
Standing shooting star press. Incredible.
It's incredible, the inventiveness we are seeing on display here. Tag made here. Oh, this is going to be bad.
Right across the chest. Talk about being on the same page. They were on the same sentence with that fine piece of work.
And he avoids what was coming.
Nasty kick. He's finding himself in some territory.
Kevin Owens,
Yeah, things could turn even worse soon if there isn't a tag on the horizon.
Attitude adjustment.
Going right into the pin attempt. There's two.
Comes out on top.
Oh, flipping hell, they got the win here. Coalition.
And here's another quick look at the superstars in action in that tag team battle.
I have returned, and just in due time. The only problem with that is that means I missed the entire goddamn match. That means I'm going to have to go back and watch it. I did, how dare I? Holy hell. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all the winner of the tag team matchup. It is MJF and Joe Hendry, better known as the Coalition. So the entire Coalition had a very good day. The one Elijah Archer with a big win over Bronson Reed, and now the Coalition over Fraxium. And of course that puts one foot in front of the other, one step in the right direction to once again get put into title contention after, of course, losing to TDL not too long ago. TDL's, of course, been the top of the food chain in the tag team division for quite some time, so I don't think it surprises anybody when TDL wins a matchup, to be fair. But congratulations to Joe Hendry, MJF, and Elijah Archer. A good day for the Coalition. All right. Oh, we're still talking about that? Looks like the Jersey Devils scored a goal. They're now tied 1-1 with the Ducks, if anybody's paying attention to that. Rocky Cross says, boo! He's not happy because the Coalition having a very good day. But yeah, we're not actually talking about hockey at the moment, Kraken, but we can if you've got something you want to discuss in the land of hockey. We're just we're just wrapping up the NBA discussion. I had just a few more teams to go over. Moon, 76ers or the Hawks?
I'm going 76ers.
You're going 76ers?
Yeah, I like the 76ers.
And we don't know what Moon's doing again. He has disappeared on us again. Bucks or the Nets? What do you think, Luke?
Bucks.
You want the Bucks? Kings or Timberwolves?
It's talking about the Kings aren't really bad for that, so I'll go Timberwolves.
Going Timberwolves. Pelicans or Bulls?
Yeah.
The Birds or the Male Cows? Which one? Bulls. Lakers or the Suns?
Lakers, but I do have a bit of a soft spot. I have a soft spot for
You have a soft spot for the Suns, yeah.
Yeah, I like them.
All right, and then the last game of the day for tomorrow is the Warriors and the Trailblazers.
I got the Warriors.
You got the Warriors there. We just need Moon Raider to.
I dislike Warriors names, so I'm going for Warriors.
Oh, okay. You're not a Warriors fan, all right. So, and then we just gotta go over those last few matches with Moon Raider once he reappears from the darkness, from under the ring or wherever else he may be at the time being.
I'm used to Rockets fan, and every time we played in the playoffs, the Warriors have beat the Houston Rockets.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
All right. Now we still have the NFL to discuss. For anybody that likes American gridiron football, we're still going to go over the NFL really quick at some point here. We also have Saturday Night Main Event to cover, which is tonight. Of course, tonight, John Cena's retirement match. It is John Cena versus Gunther. And I fully expect Gunther to win that matchup. I believe that John Cena will put him over. I think that Gunther is going to make him give up and quit. It's his retirement match. He says he's never wrestling again. Therefore, what does it matter if he gives up in his final match? Really, when you think about it. So, no. But yeah.
I'm not going to look back and go, I'm not going to look back in John Cena's career and say, oh, that was absolutely ruined his career.
No, it would not ruin his career at all. I mean, Gunther's sitting at the top of the food chain right now. I think it's the right choice. I think he's the right guy to retire John Cena. I really do. I mean, some people agree, some people don't. It is what it is, but yeah. Yep. Moon Raider, where'd you go? How dare you? What is wrong with you? You keep taking off on us.
Just move on to the NFL then.
No kidding.
Yeah, I'm still with.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Oh, fucking hell.
Well, we couldn't hear you. We could not hear you. So just a couple more games to go over in the NBA. I already went over them with Luke Moon, so it's your turn. The last few games, we'll start with the 76ers and the Hawks.
Atlanta Hawks. I don't know who's part of who.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay.
I think maybe Atlanta Hawks.
Okay. The Bucks or the Nets?
I'll side alongside Chicago.
No, not Chicago. It's the Bucks.
No, I mean the Brooklyn Nets. Freaking out. So
okay. The Kings or the Timberwolves?
Sacramento Kings.
Okay. The Pelicans or the... I really do. I know we talk about it every time we mention the name, but the Pelicans is a weird fucking name. I'm telling you. But anyways, the Pelicans or the Bulls?
Chicago Bulls.
All right. Lakers or Suns?
Definitely going for the Lakers on that.
Yeah, I think most people will. Although Luke does have a soft spot for the Suns. Last but not least for tomorrow's games in the NBA, the Warriors or the Trailblazers?
The Warriors.
The Warriors? Okay. I haven't went over the NHL teams with you yet, but I'll do that in just a bit. I think Crack and Skulls wanted to hear more talk about the NHL anyways. But we've already been there, so we'll jump back to that in a bit. First, we're going to hit discussion about Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Main Event. Saturday Night Live. I don't know where that came from. What the hell? But anyways, not the same thing at all. Saturday night's main event. We also have the NFL standings to have a look at and discussions. I know Moon Raider really enjoys the Pigskin Combat League, so we're going to talk about that as well. We do have a list as well, best WWE NXT champions. Whether or not we discuss that here at Wrestle Wars Genesis or later today at Legends Night doesn't really matter. We'll get to it when we get to it, but we do have a list. The best at WWE NXT champions of all time. And it's, of course, an article by the Sportster. It was written in April of last year. So it's fairly recent. It's not brand new, but it's fairly recent at least. But yeah, Saturday night's...
I've been thinking of it for a while. I have been.
Saturday night's main event is, of course, tonight, John Cena's retirement match. It's also the question of the day. But what do you think, Moon? Do you think John Cena wins or loses to Gunther?
To be honest, I know where it's going to be putting over Gunther.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think too.
I'm just not. To be honest, I know it is what it is tonight. Congratulations or something like that.
Yeah,
but I'm just not ready for tonight.
Rocky Cross thinks that John Cena will win. Here's the thing, though. John Cena's old school, and most of the old school folks say that you go out on a loss, not a win. You put over your opponent, you don't beat your opponent. So, unless he decides to challenge his own way of and pattern of thinking, John Cena's losing tonight. He's definitely losing tonight. Gunther will probably tap out John Cena. And I mean, Gunther will, of course, tell everybody that he gave up in his final match, but I mean, you know, I guess it is a form of giving up, but, you know, if you're submitted, you're submitted. But I think if anybody was going to do it, Gunther's top of the food chain in the WWE right now, in my opinion. I think he's the absolute...
He doesn't have... For Gunther, he doesn't have bad matches, but yet you have all these guys that say, "Oh, why is it Gunther?" But it's been planned for months. Like, it's been planned for months.
Yeah,
too.
But don't forget
the final boss he is.
Don't forget that people get completely wrapped up in storylines, IWC shit. So people forget that about 6 months ago they already told us that Gunther was gonna be the final man and going to be the one that faces John Cena. But then they threw the tournament at everybody, and they gave, you know, it could be LA Knight, it could, you know what I mean? So they, you know, they did a good job with confusing people, except for those that pay attention all the time, like myself and yourself. And so we've known for months. We've known for months that it was going to be Gunther, and people just, you know, they slid it into the back of their minds because of the storylines WWE were currently running with, right? So, but yeah. I do believe John Cena loses tonight, but I believe it's going to be a fantastic matchup. And as far as I know, it's probably the main event, I think. It should be, anyways. I know there was IWC rumors that they were going to start the night. They're not starting the night with John Cena and Gunther. Come on, give your head a shake. It's John Cena's final match. You know what I mean? No, they better not. They better not. Can you imagine the outcry if that were to happen? People would be fucking livid. Pissed, you know. Nobody really cared that they cut Goldberg off, to be fair, except for Goldberg. You know, he was kind of put off by that just a little bit. But this is John Cena we're talking about here, the never seen 17-time world champion. And arguably one of the greatest entertainers of all time, right? He's not the greatest wrestler of all time, but he's definitely one of the greatest entertainers of all time.
The one who done them, who's done the most Make-A-Wish or whatever it's called.
He's done the most Make-A-Wishes out of any celebrity in the world. Yeah, I don't know what he's sitting at now. Actually, somebody look that up. How many Make-A-Wishes has John Cena granted? See what he's at, because I know. We're going back quite a few years, and he was already past 500, I think, or something like that. I'm pretty sure, but somebody Google that. How many Make-A-Wishes has John Cena granted currently? I'm curious, intrigued. Inquiring minds must know, if you know what I mean.
Inquiring minds.
Inquiring minds. Fulham 2, Burnley 1.
I've just been watching it while I was eating. I didn't expect to see those amount of goals in a game like Fulham and Burnley. Like, it's fucking so far. Like.
End of the first period, the Devils are tied with the Ducks 1-1. Kraken Skulls says 650. Wow. 650 wishes granted. That's amazing, man. Right? You figure, if you go by a year-to-year basis at a 52-week period, you know, 52 times 10 years would be 520. He's at 650. So he's been doing this for years, right? And he's been granting at least a wish a week. Or on average, not necessarily he's doing that, but on average he's granting a wish a week for those children. So that's amazing, phenomenal. But yeah, he's in the Guinness World Records for doing the most. Yeah, Yeah, that's not a surprise. And he will probably continue to do them, right? And let's not forget he just signed another 5-year contract, and he'll probably extend that beyond with WWE because he's going to be an ambassador for the company. So he's still going to be granting wishes. Wouldn't it be something eventually he gets to 1,000? Do you think he ever gets to 1,000? Or do you think he comes up shy? That's an interesting question as well. All right, while we're continuing our discussions, though, it is time for our next match of the day, and our next championship match of the day as well, as Country Dominance. Fallon Henley and Alexis James putting their TWA World's Tag Team Championships on the line against Tessa James and Morgan James, better known as Death Authority West. For some reason, Ludwig Kaiser popping out of the shadows and going to join... What the hell's with... Why would Ludwig Kaiser be coming out with Morgan and Tessa James? I'm really confused about that one. But anyways, that is next. It is 2 out of 3 tag team falls for the TWA World's Tag Team Championship. Again, it is Morgan and Tessa James, Death Authority West versus Country Dominance. Alexis James and Fallon Henley. Let's go. Moonrader, what do you think? Open those betting lines, Rocky Cross says. All right. Give me a moment. I wish I would have seen that sooner. Here we go. So who walks out? TWA. What's going on here? Oh. Gotta spell shit right. So who walks out? TWA Tag Team Champions. Is it going to be Death Authority West? Or the reigning defending TWA World's Tag Team Champions, Country Dominance?
It's got to be Country Dominance. Ah, no surprise, I'm buying.
Put your TWA coins where your mouth is. You got 10 minutes to make those bets. And there we go. Betting lines are open. Open up those big fat wallets. Put your bets in. Luke, your device should be nice and charged by now. Get your bet in there. Don't just be, open that big fat wallet. Put your TWA coins where your mouth is. You say Country Dominance. What does everybody else say? We're gonna find out. Let's build that pot. Let's build that pot. But here we go. Showtime and go time for Country Dominance and Death Authority West. Tag Team Championships on the line. So a little over 1,000 TWA coins already in the jackpot. Plenty of time to get your bets in. You still have 9 minutes, 15 seconds to do so.
This is gonna be good.
Here they come. Stinking up the joint with that what can only be described as car directly out of Mad Max, driving through the arena, polluting everybody. Imagine sitting right there ringside or ramp side and all those fumes in your face from that thing. That is ghastly. Do not spin your tires. How dare they spin their tires on that very expensive rug coming down the ramp there. All right, back to shoutouts here. I know I got Mufasa last. I think I got to get Adam next. So let's get Adam a shoutout.
Is he still out here?
They're here.
He's at least lurking, yeah.
Remember, guys, the title's on the line here in this one.
He's lurking, but he's not here physically because he did say earlier that he was. He said he was off. Awesome stuff as always. Catch you later, he said. And he can't stand football. I don't know if he meant football or if he meant American gridiron football. I'm not sure
No,
which.
I mean football. He doesn't hate. He doesn't like football.
How dare he? I mean, are you really a true Englishman if you don't like football? I don't know. Is that
I mean, I don't think you are, but
ghastliness? Be even worse though if he doesn't like football, but he likes American football. Pigskin Combat. Kraken Skulls had said he is just waking up, you lazy bastard, Kraken. I answered your question. You might want to scroll up and see. Alright, hold on. I'm streaming permanent on YouTube. Okay. We're actually going to be live on YouTube a little bit later, Kraken. We're going to be doing TWA Legends Night. We're doing 2 shows today and at least 1 tomorrow. Depending on time allotment, there might even be a second show tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe the first time we ever did that many shows on a weekend in a long time, but it could happen. 2 today, at least 1 tomorrow. TWA Underground will be tomorrow. Later today, we'll be on YouTube with TWA Legends Night. Of course, the Legends Champion pulling double duty today. He'll have to defend today. And of course, if he's unable to defend, the new Legends Champion will have to defend later on Legends Night against El Grande Americano. But that's only if El Grande, of course. That's only if El Grande is able to retain his television championship today. And he'll get a chance to go for that sextuplet championship status. Otherwise, there'll be another challenger for the Legends Championship, of course, because there's already a contender, so. There's already a contender. But anyway, here we go. Matchup underway. Fallon Henley starting things off with Tessa James in this 2 out of 3 Tag Team Falls Championship matchup. What do you think of the new ring mat? TWA Wrestling Partnership. We got HCW on there. LCW is on there. HCC is on there. And of course, Neon Pro Wrestling. It's a brand new ring mat. Showing off the partners for TWA. Of course, you see them on the barricades as well. The top of the ramp.
She's really looking for the early victory, but she didn't find it.
But anyways, all right, I got to give Rocky Cross a shout out now as well. There you go, Rocky Cross. Yeah, crazy villain.
What's funny? You got him passed down football, but he's actually really good at playing football.
Was he really?
2 out of 3 falls.
Maybe that's why he doesn't like watching it though, because he played it.
You might be down 1 fall, but you can't let that get into your head. You have to.
And is it ever snowing outside? Like, I cannot even see the river, which is only about a football field length away from my apartment. It is just completely white outside. It's crazy. I'm just going to send a quick text to my lady. She's out driving around in that today.
There's the tag.
There we go. I didn't realize it was even supposed to snow like that today. I didn't, originally I thought it was a small percentage as far as chance of precipitation. But, yeah, I guess I was wrong. It is ghastly out there. Ghastly out there, I say. 76% World Championship worthy. We don't have one anymore. It is just World and TV. World and TV here on Twitch. I forget what. Oh, lotto numbers are 10, 25, and 5. So 46, 33, and 59. Unlucky, Rocky Cross. Unlucky. 5% World Championship worthy. That's ghastly. 25% television championship worthy for Mufasa. 35 for Rocky Cross. I believe there might be a cooldown on Lotto, but you will be able to play it again. So anyways, Saturday night's main event, we were just talking about that, of course. Let's have a quick look at the match card. So, we've got Bayley and Sol Ruca. Bayley versus Sol Ruca. Who do you guys think wins that match?
Yeah, please. I think they're going to have both the NXT guys win it. Oh, Ruca? Really?
I mean, that's who I'd like to see win.
I think Bayley's going to win, actually.
I could see Bayley winning. I'd like to see Sol win it.
I think Bayley's going to win. I think Bayley's going to win, but I'd like Sol Ruca to win that match.
I feel like there'd have to be interference of some sort, I think. At this point, anyways, for Sol to beat Bayley. Maybe? I don't know. I would like to see Sol Ruca win it, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. I like Sol Ruca a lot. I think she's very, very good. She's only going to get better, which is saying something, right? So, but if Bayley, I wouldn't hate it. Whoever wins that match, I can't hate it. I think whoever wins it is fine by me in this case. Moon Raider, what do you think? Bayley or Sol?
Will the shoulder come up if that move hits one more time?
That goddamn Moon Raider. We got to put an ankle bracelet on that mofo. You know? Or we got to get his Snapchat so we can figure out where he is at all times. And track him. You know what I mean? He's always disappearing. Well, what is it? I mean, what is it that's so important he has to step away so often? Is he got customers coming to the door? Is he selling pot to people? What's going on? Alright, so I'll skip Moon Raider for now. Luke, also on the card is World Tag Team Champions AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Javon Evans and TNA X Division Champion Leon Slater. Do you think Javon and Slater go over, or do you think the champions win?
He's letting the crowd fill her with confidence now. Barely reaches her partner in time. And a clothesline.
What's the teams again? Sorry?
So it's the tag champions, AJ and Dragon Lee, versus Javon and Leon Slater.
I think.
You know what I think?
Being set up in the corner for something.
I think that the Usos interfere, or at least one of them, cost the champions the match, and Javon and Leon Slater pick up that win.
What, you think Usos here?
Well, I mean, they already told them they're coming for the titles, right? They already told them.
They are slightly that damn good.
It is 1-0 for Death Authority West over Country Dominance.
That's definitely a W, because as they win a lot soon, that's a long
Morgan James picking up the pinfall there on Alexis James.
I think Queen must be smiling right now, seeing this.
No idea how she's still standing.
Because as Queen Dust with the LDA, Lady Death Report.
Yeah.
I don't know which one exactly.
I believe it's with Rocky's promotion, right?
No, I mean TWO. I think she's with LDA.
Is she with LDA and T? See, I was never clear on that. If she was part of LDA and TWA as well, or just in Rocky's promotion. I wasn't 100% sure on that.
Rocky did have a match on my show recently. Got the win over Sami Zayn.
Oh, nice. With Rocky Cross or Mad Dog. Oh, yeah. I guess you would have said Tessa if it was Mad Dog, because Mad Dog is of course Mrs. Cross's wrestler, and Rocky Cross is of course Rocky Cross's character wrestler.
Moondust is formerly known by his old persona, his old name, which was their real name in the past.
Right. Still rumors swirling that Moondust might end up with a tag team partner. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know if that's true or false, Moon. You'll have to fill us in on that, but rumors swirling that he might end up with maybe even a faction. I don't know what's going on there, but that's the rumor that he's looking to get into the tag team division. That's kind of cool, really, actually. I think, you know what, Moon has been doing really good. I mean, not too long ago, he just about won a Battle Royal, and he didn't win it, but he did have the most eliminations. He was eliminating people left and right, but then he got attacked from behind, though. He got attacked from behind. Moondust.
All those years, I've been wrestling, like me as Moondust, or by my real name, has been wrestling for years.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, like he's been going for a part-time type of role over the wrestler's role, like part-time wrestler role over the year, during recent years, but then decided to go back to the full-time side of things.
Right. I already went over a couple of these with Luke, so I'll go over them with you as well. We were talking about, we didn't hit NFL yet. We're going to go there next. But we have, of course, Saturday night's main event tonight. John Cena's quote-unquote final matchup. You know, his final matchup might not actually be his final matchup. You know, there's ways they could prolong that, even by one match, to say get him back at WrestleMania or SummerSlam. They could easily have John Cena screwed over in his final match, which would make him want to have, you know, one more final match to go out on a legitimate note. You know what I mean? There's ways
some people that I've seen, some people that I rightly said that The Rock comes to Saturday night's main event to basically confront John Cena. You're not done yet. You want my soul? I want you at WrestleMania 42.
Yeah, it could happen. And at the same time, probably cost him the match. Cena gets preoccupied with The Rock at the top of the ramp. Gunther sneaks up behind, slaps in the submission, and it's over. Right? So Gunther picks up the win, gets put over, and John Cena's final match ends up getting delayed until WrestleMania. And I don't know how busy The Rock is right now, because he's also about to shoot a couple of movies, right? So it could be SummerSlam. WrestleMania be cool. And I believe they do expect The Rock to be at WrestleMania at least 42. Or wait, when is it in Saudi Arabia? I know it's not this year. Not in 20. It's 2027. Yeah. So it could even happen then. Who knows? But I don't know. Something tells me that his final match won't be his final match. It'll end up being his final Saturday night main event match. His retirement match will be at a different date when we actually cement his legacy for the final time. Who knows? I could be wrong, right? But I'm not the only person that thinks that. I'm not the only person that thinks that. Like, if you look online, most people don't believe this is going to be his final match. Now, do I believe John Cena is ready to retire and hang up his boots and just work the scenes behind, you know, in the back, working with the up-and-coming talent and being an ambassador? Yes, I do believe that. Do I fully believe this is actually his final match, though? I don't. I don't know why. Because I don't think John Cena's a liar. I do believe he is ready to stop competing in the ring. And I don't blame him. It's crazy how some people do it so late in life, right? I guess if you can, you can, but at the level...
It's like with Ric Flair and that. Like with Ric Flair saying, "Oh, I'm gonna retire at WrestleMania 24," and yet basically he moves over to TNA and still wrestles.
Yep, and then he wrestled. He's wrestled at a few different promotions, but so it's hard for them to give it up. But wrestling at the level John Cena did for so long, though, and having as many matchups as John Cena, you know what I mean? Like, they always talk back in the old days, they ran this many. Well, John Cena actually did that in an era where that wasn't common. You know, if the average wrestler was wrestling 200 days of the year, Cena was probably wrestling closer to 400, because he was doing house shows, he was doing all the live shows, the pay-per-views, he was everywhere. He was everywhere for years. So again, Whether you liked John Cena or you didn't, like, you gotta respect what he did for that company. He was a true workhorse, face of the company, sold the shit out of merchandise. If I'm not mistaken, he's probably the only person. Did he actually ever surpass Stone Cold merchandise sales? I forget. Because I know Stone Cold still sells things, right? So, I mean, he's still making money from WWE. But did John Cena ever surpass that? It is 1-1. Alexis James picks up a pinfall over Morgan James for country dominance. So Morgan James gets a pinfall on Alexis. Alexis returns the favor and picks up a pinfall on Morgan.
Why is Nikki not at ringside for this? How dare you,
It is a championship matchup. There should be no interference. I don't know why Ludwig Kaiser is out there. I don't know why Ludwig Kaiser is out there. I don't know. Where has Kaiser even been? We haven't seen Kaiser in months.
I don't know who this guy is. Is this guy?
I don't know. Well, it's Ludwig Kaiser, but I mean, he's been gone for so long. I mean, what has he been up to? Where's he been? Has he been under the ring too? He's been Oni rated. I'm not even paying attention. Infinite Oni with the invasion. What's going on, guys? How was LLW? I mean, I would have been there, but I didn't realize until moments before going live myself that LLW was live. So I'm going to have to go back and watch that VOD. I mean, if you have spoilers,
I'm going to have to watch it as well.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care if you give us some spoilers or not, but either way, I'm going to watch the VOD either way. I mean, you can get as many spoilers as you want. I know some people really hate them, but at the end of the day, you still got to watch the match to see how it panned out. Who won or lost doesn't tell you how the match went, right? It just tells you who won or lost. But Infinite Oni is in the house, though. Let's get a shout out for Infinite Oni. I think I'm actually almost caught up, if not caught up, on my friggin' shout-outs, and it's not even the end of the show. That's pretty impressive for me, wouldn't you say? I should get like a medal or a cookie or something for that. Here we go, shout-out for Infinite Oni. Christmas cookie. Yeah. If it's sugar cookies, I'll take some little trees or some Santa heads, and if it's ginger, I want gingerbread men. All right. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all the winners of the 2 out of 3 tag team fall matchup and new TWA World's Tag Team Champions representing Team Rocky Cross and, of course, Mrs. Cross. It is Morgan James and Tessa James. They are Death Authority West. And they are the new TWA World's Tag Team Champions. Congratulations, guys. Unfortunate for country dominance. What's that, Oni?
I am ecstatic that just happened.
You're ecstatic that just happened? I'm sure you are. I bet that you are. You're actually going to go out later and pick up some champagne, some balloons, some streamers, and some rice. Throw it all around yourself, get really drunk, and think about that impressive win by Tessa and Morgan James.
Yes. I'm going to celebrate at the space bar later.
At the space bar. I'm going to make an announcement.
Couldn't be noticed with no belts.
It's been a while, yeah. They've been champions for a bit. They have been champions for a hot minute. I mean, hey, impressive win by Tessa and Morgan. They won #1 contenderships. They cashed them in successfully. I mean, what do you do? What do you do? Tessa James still has a shot at Melissa Archer. She, of course, won the poll. The people's poll, if you will. So she faces Melissa Archer for the TWA 1 championship. That'll probably be tomorrow on TWA Underground. It will not be today because obviously we already got our card for Wrestle Wars Genesis, and then later on YouTube is TWA Legends Night. So neither Melissa Archer or Tessa James are legends of the business at the present time. And even if one of them were, it'd be Melissa Archer. Tessa James, although very impressive in singles action and obviously tag team action, they have not been around long enough to be even considered legends. They have not been inducted into the Hall of Legendary Accomplishments or any such feats. So, yeah, they're not going to be on the show later today. But Anyways, Oni, how do you feel about chocolate?
I love chocolate.
Actually, wasn't what I was going to ask, but for some reason I wanted to go with that. I don't know why. Just popped into my head. I was literally just about to ask you what I wanted to ask you, and for some reason the word chocolate popped into my head. I was like, fuck it, I'm going with it. How do you feel about chocolate? No, how do you feel about John Cena's retirement match tonight? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
That was my thought exactly, actually.
To see him fight Gunther.
Yeah.
I don't think Gunther should have been his last opponent.
See, I disagree on that, but well, if they were signed in wrestling, that probably could have happened.
That'd be different, but yeah.
Yeah, but as it is, what I said, because your first reaction was my exact reaction, actually, but what I rationalized it down to was the fact that right now, Gunther's the top of the food chain. Longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, he was a long-time World Heavyweight Champion. He's going to be World Champion again. He's still one of the future wrestlers of that business. And, yeah, they've never wrestled. Now, the real question is, does John Cena put him over tonight? Or does he put himself over? I say he puts Gunther over. He's got an old-school mindset, and historically speaking, you don't go out on a win. So there's that. But I didn't think they'd give him a 17th championship either. I know lots of people wanted to see it. I personally didn't care. He didn't need the 17th championship. I don't really know why.
It's nice that he got it.
They did it in the last few months of his career. I mean, it's just for me, it didn't belong. He wasn't around. He wasn't back and doing things actively in the ring long enough to warrant that to my. I know he's John Cena, face of the company, blah 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 blah. But he had been out of the picture for quite some time, and there's just other people that should have had a world title shot over him, in my opinion. But let's be honest, it piqued people's attention, and I'm sure it made lots of money in ticket sales and merchandise sales, especially for John Cena. Speaking of that, did anybody find out if he actually surpassed Austin in merchandise sales or not? Because again, Austin still does make money from WWE from all of that stuff, so he's made a dirty pile of money. Like, he was selling the shit out of everything, especially when he was in his feud with McMahon and world champion. If anybody wants to Google that.
I don't know.
No, me neither. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think? Does John win or lose?
I guess they'd lose, right?
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Thank God!
Well, here's a question then, Oni. It is a tough one. And honestly, I'm not going to hate either decision they make here. It'll be interesting though to see what does happen. But is it his final match, or does something happen, to ruin the retirement match, and either WrestleMania or SummerSlam becomes his retirement match?
Here's my take: if it's not his match, if it's not his last match, The Rock somehow comes down.
We just said that. That is awesome, Oni.
Yeah.
Literally, Moon and I were just talking about that. Yeah. Yeah, or SummerSlam, because don't forget, The Rock has a couple movies he's about to shoot. So I don't know if he'd be down in time for WrestleMania in what is it, April what? So it's the middle of April. I guess it could work out, but or if they would just wait till SummerSlam. But either way, that's definitely a possibility, because most people, for some reason or another, and I'm one of them, don't believe it's actually his final match. I think it's his final match at Saturday night's main event, but I say his retirement match happens later. Again, because first of all, the people aren't ready, and how badly the heel run went. I mean, if they were to just extend that story a little bit and further bury that poor-ass heel run due to Travis Scott and The Rock bullshit, if we can just further bury that under the rug a little further, push it further under the bridge, if you will, it makes the retirement tour a little bit more impressive and better, more interesting. And again, he can have a final match, but then he has a retirement match, right? Final match decided in the main event is what it could boil down to. It was supposed to be his last match, but unfortunately, he owes The Rock. He told The Rock that he sold him his soul, right? He took the bait, right? The Rock didn't say he could retire. Did not say he could quit. So that's what I mean. Does his final match get spoiled and his retirement match becomes, say, WrestleMania and or SummerSlam? It's interesting.
Oh, well.
And for some reason...
I don't think they've actually used the words retirement match.
No, they didn't. They just said final match. And there's a difference. You can have a final match anywhere. In TNA, in AEW, NXT, Evolve. Is it your last match, though? Is it your retirement match, or just the final match in that moment?
So what's this final match?
Flair had two
What's this
final
final match mean then, though?
Yeah, he did. He's had more than two, because he's wrestled for other promotions, too. I mean, not ones that anybody really paid attention to, other than the fact that popped up in the news later. Ric Flair appears for whatever. Right now, he's still working with AEW, is he not? He's not wrestling.
So what?
Thankfully.
So what's the next match?
It's a wrestling match. I believe it's...
What's the next match here?
Next matchup.
All
right, yes. Let's move on. Here we go. Infinite Oni is impatient. All right, here we go. Callie Carter from Ego's Paradise, also known as the Ego Club. Of course, the women's, variation of is Ego's Paradise. But it is Callie Carter from Team Ace Hunter taking on Maxine Kitty from Team Honeybee Wrestling. It is for the TWA Television Championship. Again, other than the Legends Championship these days, one of the most coveted championships in all TWA's history, it was actually the very first one in existence. So it's actually older than the very coveted TWA World Championship and, of course, the Legends Championship, which we just elevated in status after much contemplation and opinions from others, and of course discussion with a few. We decided that the Legends Championship should not be seen as a mid-card championship anymore. Yes, it's, they're people that have become legends in the business, yes, but that doesn't mean they're retirees, right? And you have to become a legend. You have to earn the right to become a legend to even fight for that championship. So it is on par with, if not even maybe possibly above, the World's Championship. We just didn't really look at it that way. But we decided it was time, because we've had some absolutely tremendous matchups in the Legends division, and we continue to this day, especially with the addition of Legends title. Just some great matches. But the TWA Television Championship is the oldest championship in TWA history, so therefore it's been very sought after. If you look at the history, which part of you have to go to TWA History on Discord to find, because we had to create a new section because we ran out of room. But the Television Championship been held by some absolutely phenomenal people, superstars and streamer teams, superstars alike. So very, very cool. But here we go. It is Maxine Kitty and Callie Carter 1-on-1 for the TWA Television Championship. Let's go. A straight up one-on-one matchup. DQs and countouts are a thing. Which, when it comes to the countouts, we probably may have to worry about with these two, because they both love to go outside the ring, and they're villains. They are straight up vixen villains.
I don't think Callie should be fighting Maxine Kitty tonight.
Why is
anyone.
That? Why?
She's got a bad case of the pink eye.
She's got a bad case of the pink eye. That's fucking hilarious. You know what's funny? Is I don't know if it's because of the pink and the headband and the pink on her shirt, but I actually didn't even realize her eyes were pink. I wasn't really... Which is funny, because I was just checking out her face paint. Because I always forget she has... she's got some artwork there going on her face. But...
We don't need to give Maxine Kitty pink eye.
We do not need pink eye. I mean, what were her and Zach Payne doing for her to get pink eye? You know what? I don't even want to know.
I don't know.
Here we go.
You have a VOD to watch later.
TWA Television Championship on the line is Callie Carter and Maxine Kitty. Let's go. I'm guessing Charlotte had a match?
Well, yeah. But
I mean, I was going to watch anyways.
LLW.
But... No, I did. Yeah, I did. I was going live before I even realized you were live.
Well, I lurked during my cast.
Well, I was actually in LCW today and on their broadcast. And what happened was Luke actually hijacked me. I was going to start earlier than I did, but about halfway through Luke's show, we're like, wait a minute, we can't go live with TWA. It looks like, why not? I'm like, because we're in the broadcast booth. He's like, yeah. I said, yeah, we're in LCW right now. So we literally had to wait till Luke's main event was over before. So I went live about a half hour, 35 minutes later than I wanted to start. But yeah, so we did miss LLW. But no, yeah, I'll be watching that VOD.
Well, I'm not going to say the results, but let's just say Mickey's match was interesting.
Was it? Mickey Ballmer was in action again.
Yeah, she had a very interesting opponent.
Who'd she fight?
Lady Freedom.
Lady Freedom. Badass. Wow. I want to see Charlotte Knight face Lady Freedom. I don't even care if she wins. I just want to... I feel like that
could be arranged.
I feel like that would be a good match, though, don't you? Because they're kind of... I don't know. I think that's... that would be fun.
Yeah. We also did the Queen's Gauntlet today and the Royal title match.
Oh, shit. I got to open a betting line and issue the payout from the last one. Because we are in the betting lines. We do have TWA Underground tomorrow. And we have Legends Night later today. After Genesis is over, I am going to take a small break. But then we're going to do Legends Night on YouTube.
She has guaranteed victory tonight. A very
mostly to make up for our lack of presence last weekend due to disgusting snowfall. All right, there we go. It was 2,120 TWA coins on the line. Payout has been issued. All right, so who walks out TWA Television Champion? Callie Carter or the reigning defending champion Maxine Kitty?
The Kitty.
The Kitty. Can we officially call her the Kitty? Can we coin that phrase? Coined by Team Infinitoni. And there we go. Open up those big fat wallets. Betting line is open for the beginning of the betting rounds, although Rocky opened them earlier. He just had to jump the gun one match early for a betting line. Hey, at least he didn't ban anybody. We haven't been banned all show. To be fair, he wasn't here till halfway through, but no villainy from Rocky today. He's behaving himself, if you can imagine that. That or his wife is operating his account and he's like sleeping. They could be that too. But either way, no villainy today. And Glenola has not been here.
He typed a pipe bomb and wanted you to look at it.
Oh, did he? I haven't seen it yet. Oh yeah, Archer missed a pipe bomb. World's longest sentence. Fuck yeah, I love those. Tessa James. I told you we came to take down this team tonight, and we did. And tonight we will say goodbye to a legend, John Cena. And Alexis, John Cena's not retiring from TWA. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay, here's something you guys don't know. I got John Cena, and he's debuting after tonight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here in TWA. He's just leaving WWE to come here. That's the real story.
It is. I was going to say, he's not retiring from TWA. I don't know what... he just inked the contract.
He never even debuted.
No debut yet.
Yeah.
No debut.
Unless he has in the past.
I mean, he has, yeah. But not in a hot minute.
Those eyes are creeping me out. I'm sorry.
And Alexis James, you lost and you lose. Well, I mean, that's tip. I mean, if you... What? Anyways. Oni? What? Okay. Did you think the same thing?
what?
Exactly.
A title coveted by legends
You lost and you lose.
hungry young talent alike.
I mean, yeah. You want to challenge for a rematch, you have to deal with Death Authority East before facing us again.
We're in store for something special.
Death Authority East. That's Big Farmer Jackson and Nikita Davis, of course. So it looks like they want Alexis and Fallon Henley. They got their challenge to country dominance. Well, actually, they said Alexis James, but I obviously they mean country dominance. They want country dominance to defeat Death Authority East to get a shot again at the championships held by Death Authority West.
Look at the pipeline.
You've got there's a new
I'm
one?
up for it. I'm up for it.
You're up for it? Alright. Pipe bomb. Mark for life. Laughing at country dominance got beat by a couple of noobs. Laughing at poor country dominance. 6-7. 6-7. 6-7. Oh boy. It's, you know what, the villainy is happening and it's coming from Team Infinite Oni today. What the hell? Oni, what do you think of the new ring mat, by the way? We got a brand new ring mat there. Our TWA Wrestling
I like it.
partnership. We got, of course, Neon Pro Wrestling on there. We've got HCW, LCW, and HCC is on there as well.
Obviously was in need of a breather. She'll take things into the
We've got a brand new TWA logo too. I made it look a little more vintage.
Get in a minute. There you go. Here's a thank you.
great power, masterfully executed Regal.
And by the way, we did finally book the venue for TWA Slammiversary, our 5th annual extravaganza. It's ready to go, locked and loaded, set in stone. I'll tell you though, I'm not gonna lie, I was telling Luke earlier, it took 3 attempts to book the venue because I was not happy with the first 2. Not happy. They were just disgusting. So, I mean, you gotta have the greatest stage on the planet to house Slammiversary 5.
Yes, I fucking won a game of Ultimate Mortal Kombat finally online. Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ, you're playing Mortal Kombat during TWA Wrestle Wars Genesis. Maxine Kitty, Callie Carter, TWA Television Championship on the line. Luke is playing Mortal Kombat. Let me guess, Moon is playing Fortnite.
Poor bastard. It was playing WWE 2K during a Lethal Ladies Wrestling show.
How dare they? That is disgusting. You should ban them. They should be banned. How fucking dare they? No, I did. I was going live, and I said to Luke, I said LLW is live right now. That was poor timing. But because I'm doing 2 shows, I was starting a bit earlier. But then Luke hijacked me. Inadvertently, he didn't mean it. You did.
So you're not starting out, Robin.
Not until mine is over, motherfucker, he says. But yeah, that was actually pretty funny. I had a good laugh about that. It was like we were literally again halfway through LCW, and it just popped into my head. I'm like, wait a minute, Luke, I can't start Wrestle Wars Genesis. He's like, why? I said, because we're on the broadcast booth right now. He's like, yeah. I said, yeah.
Very funny, actually.
Means we're in LCW. I can't start TWA.
It is funny though. It is funny, like.
Yeah.
I did not even think of that when I joined Robin. You need to make a separate group channel.
I should, yeah, actually. Because then I can just switch. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, that is it. That is all. She did it, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the matchup, and still your TWA Television Champion, representing Team Honey Bee Wrestling, it is Maxine Kitty. Or Miss Kitty. Or what did you say? I do have to do the payout, yeah. What did you call her earlier? The Kitty.
I actually bet on this match.
Meow. Either way, her claws were out in full force tonight. She is going home with one of the most prestigious prizes in pro wrestling. I still say might be. I know it's not the World's Championship or the Legends Championship, but it's the oldest. And people chase that title just as much as they chase either the Legends or the World's title. So, I mean, I think it's just due to lineage itself might be the most prestigious championship. But either way... What's disappointed? Who's disappointed? By the way, did you say...
My only disappointment is that Maxine Kitty did not claw out her eyes.
Did not claw out her eyes. By the way, the lotto numbers are 10, 25, and 5 today. And earlier, I was Kane, dressed as a blue heron, driving a garbage truck. Yep. Hey, at least I didn't get Ruby Soho on a bicycle, dressed as a ferret or some shit. I get Ruby Soho a lot. I get her. I don't know why that
Brock
is.
Lesnar.
Ooh, Brock Lesnar, the Beast incarnate.
As an alligator.
Ooh, dressed as an that's kind of fitting. I mean, that's kind of fitting.
Driving a go-kart.
A go-kart. He's not fitting in a go-kart. How big is that go-kart? Did they modify that shit?
Hang on a second. I can tell you for sure. Well, he could probably maybe not a go-kart. But during his mayoral campaign, Kane drove a smart car.
He did. And that must have been quite the sight. Like, he must have had to have, like, what did he do? Just rip out the front seat and sit in the back? Like Hightower did. Remember when Hightower did that which was that the first police academy? I think it was. Maybe the second. But either way, they get into that little it was either a Chevette or a Pontiac Acadian. Either way, they're the same vehicle basically. But he rips out the front seat and sits in the back to drive. If you remember that movie. Have you seen Police Academy?
I've seen all 7 or 8 of them.
Yeah. They might be doing another and or rebooting it. I forget how that's supposed to work. I actually think it would work.
There's only 7.
Yeah, last one was Mission in Moscow or something, wasn't it? I believe. But I think that would make a better TV series than it would a. I believe they tried that once and it didn't work, but I believe they could make it work. But it would make a better TV series than it would a movie, I think. But I don't know. All right, so congratulations again to Honeybee Wrestling and Maxine Kitty, still your TWA television champion. Time for the co-main event. I'll issue that payout. Here we go. El Grande Americano putting his TWA television championship on the line. He, of course, won that from the Iceman Christian Hart. I think everybody was just shocked all to hell after that matchup. Nobody thought he was going to beat half the people he has beat. Man is 11-3. Hasn't lost a singles match. All of his losses are from multi-man matchups, like battle royals, for instance. You know, he's 11-3, and 5 of those 11 matches he won championship gold. Like, it's just been a craze. He's now gonna have to easily be ranked up there with Christian Hart for the Wrestler of the Year. I mean, we don't do individual awards anymore. We only present people Hall of Legends awards. Legendary management teams, and of course legendary tag teams are our divisions for the Hall of Legends. But best wrestlers of the year, El Grande and Christian Hart, bar none. I think obviously the best tag team of the year so far has got to go to TDL. I don't think anybody would argue that. They've been doing absolutely awesome in season 6. A lot going on. There's been so many great matches. I got to tell you though, a lot of the great matches have come from the women's division. A lot of those have come from the women's division. The women's division is on fire. The tag team division has been fire this year. It's crazy. Great year. I mean, we've had our issues, right? We won't say that season 6 has gone without its issues, but what a great season though. Great season. But here we go. So if El Grande Americano is able to retain here, and we don't want to jinx Eric Dangerous. Eric Dangerous, one of the greatest superstars of TWA, part of TDL, again, multiple-time tag team champions. They are in the Hall of Legendary Accomplishments, which means they're also part of the Legends division. But if El Grande, however, is able to retain his television championship here, he will go on to Legends Night to face the Legends champion. So the Legends champion is going to pull double duty today, as will El Grande if he wins, right? So right now he is the first ever The inaugural quintuple champion for the men's division in TWA history. Nobody has ever gotten past Triple Crown. Until Shade finally did from Team Surjak the Great when he became the first ever men's Grand Slam champion. The women have surpassed that long ago, right? And then, of course, you had January go all the way to hold 6 championships at one time. 2 years later, B. Jackson does it, and then one-ups it and becomes the first person to ever hold 7 championships at one time. It was absolutely absurd. But the men have never gone there. They have never done that. They have not accomplished that. So El Grande Americano, of course, from Team Infinitoni, is the first ever. It sounds like we got, like, static in our ear. What is going on with the broadcast booth here? We need to get video production on things here. What is up with that? There we go. That was like, do you remember back in the day when, like, you know, the channels would go out and it was just like all snow on your TV and making a shitty noise?
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, so El Grande, the first ever quintuple champion in history, he has an opportunity. If he's able to retain here, he could go on to Legends Night later and not only become Legends champion, but become the first ever men's sextuplet champion. He will hold 6 championships at once. But he's got to get through Eric Dangerous first. That is next. It is our co-main event. I'm going to get a betting line open right now.
Did you ever issue the payout?
That's what I'm doing right now. All right, so the last match was Maxine Kitty retaining her championship. 1,800 TWA coins was in the jackpot. There we go. That's been paid out. All right.
I got
so
1,800. How's that bet on the kitty?
You bet on the kitty?
I bet on the kitty.
All right, so who walks out?
1,000 down on the kitty.
TWA television champion. Is it going to be Eric Dangerous, representing TDL and, of course, Team Galaxy Phantom? Or is it going to be El Grande Americano, the reigning defending quintuple champion?
Well, I need him to win.
You need him to win. We all need him to win at this point. I mean, what started as a joke and what was funny and shocking to see the things he was doing has just turned into a bit of a phenom, if you will. It is literally a phenom. It's crazy what El Grande has been doing. Shocking, truly. So I think at this point, again, no fair. I don't know. Maybe even Galaxy Phantom and Mufasa want to see Eric Dangerous lose here. I don't know, but I mean, at this point, I think everybody just wants to see who else he can beat. Right? Not to mention he's collecting titles everywhere he goes. Right? He's collecting titles everywhere he goes. So it's just interesting. Yeah, he beat the Gooner. You know, it's crazy. I mean, who knows? You might eventually see him and Archer tie up. If he becomes Legends champion, I mean, Archer's always chasing the Legends championship at some point. He's what is he? 14-time Legends champion or something like that. So I mean, he could be on his radar. The only problem is if Archer loses, I'll never hear the fucking end of it. It won't matter. You know, it won't even matter who else El Grande beats at that point. Everybody will. He beat Archer. He beat Archer. I'll hear it for months to come. I think I already set the time. There we go. All right, so the jackpot, the betting line, if you will, is open. So open up those big fat wallets. Is it going to be Eric Dangerous or El Grande Americano? Who is walking out TWA television champion? We're going to find it right now. Let's rock and roll. End of the second period, the Devils lead the Ducks 3-1. Infinitoni rolled the dice. We got a 1 and a 2. I forget the numbers for the dice. You'll have to scroll back. Is it 3 and 5?
4 and 5 now.
I know a lot of numbers are 10, 25, and 5. No, 6 and 3 are the dice.
Here we go.
So you got to beat a 6 and a 3.
I got a 4 and a 5.
4 and a 5. All right, here he comes, representing TDL and Team Galaxy Phantom. He is one half of the TWA World Tag Team Champions. His partner in crime, of course, the future M, Mufasa. It is Eric Dangerous, looking to become the TWA Television Champion. He also wants to become the first person in a hot minute to beat El Grande Americano. But I mean, again, no offense. I mean, he's beaten Gooner, Christian Hart, like the people he's beating. You know, I didn't expect El Grande to win the last few matches. It's at this point, it's hard to even.
I didn't really expect him to win that many matches, to be honest with you.
No. I mean, did anybody? Is there anybody that can legitimately right now say, "Oh, I thought El Grande would do all of that shit"?
I'm not saying I could never win. I'm just saying like this.
I predicted he'd become the first ever sextuplet champion. I mean, if that happens. Look at that, TWA World's Champion, TWA Television Champion. He's also the first person, by the way, to hold the TV title and the World title at the same time. That's also a huge stat for TWA history. Yep. People have held many titles to become Triple Crown, Grand Slam, but nobody's actually ever held the TWA World Championship and the Television Championship at the same time to accomplish that feat.
Soul Embers in the building.
Soul Embers, what's going on, Soul Embers? How dare you be late? You're lucky we're doing a second show today. After Genesis, I'll be taking a short intermission. And then we're going to go live on YouTube with TWA Legends Night, where we may see El Grande again. We'll see what happens here.
Standing tall with both of his titles. He's not planning to let go of either one of them anytime.
He doesn't have just 2 championships, though, ladies and gentlemen. Do not forget, he is a quintuple champion, the first ever TWA superstar to accomplish that feat in the men's division. He wants to retain this title so that he can have a shot at becoming a sextuplet champion.
I want him to be the first to get the Ocho.
To get the Ocho. Can you imagine? He would have to win the one championship and the speed championship on top of everything else to do that, I think, wouldn't he? Well, no, wait. There's also another way, because you can one of those can come from Underground, the Pure Submission Championship, because he's already world champion. He's already to TWA. He beat Braun Breaker. Everybody else is losing to Braun Breaker, Archer included, 2 out of 3 times. And El Grande beat him, won the title. I gotta tell you, that one's still. I'm still not okay with that one. If Archer had just beat him and El Grande beat him, that would sit better with me. But Archer lost.
Is this the main event?
No,
it should be.
it is not. Nope. There is one more matchup more important to take place. Of course, that's mostly. It is. It is a Legends Championship matchup. Of course, it was made prior to the fact that I knew I was going to be doing a second show today. Otherwise, I might have delayed that match. But it works out in El Grande's favor, especially if he beats Eric Dangerous. Because, again, if El Grande wins here and retains his title, he's going to fight later on YouTube and try to become sextuplet champion. Yeah, I mean, if he beat... Oh, God. Because our main event is Mufasa versus Carino Farmer. That is our next match. Our last match of the show. Well, last match on the card. I'm sure we can have a go-home happy match. We can find a Legends matchup and have a go-home happy match, of course. And then I'll be taking a short intermission before we start up on YouTube for TWA Legends Night. So just pay attention to Discord. I'll, of course, post in there when we go live. Snake Eyes. Well, that puts you in the lead for dice then, I believe.
1-1. That's the lead
Gets out and goes on the offensive with a hammerlock.
If that puts me in the lead, okay, I'll buy that for $1.
I'll buy that for $1.
If I win dice, that means I can choose a mid-card title for any of my team. So who's to say I won't pick El Grande for another mid-card title he hasn't won yet?
The champion into the pin.
Or go home happy.
He kicks out before the count hits 2.
Sorry, say it again.
Still early goings here for these men.
If I win dice, that gives me an opportunity for a mid-card title of my choosing, for any wrestler of my choosing.
It does. It does indeed.
I could pick El Grande.
Gets the reversal.
And challenge for the Pure Submission Championship.
Or any title, yeah. Or any title that, yeah.
Well, he has the other mid-card title, technically.
And Soul still has his lotto, but Rocky still has like 2, but... we gotta make history.
Trying to make history with El Grande Americano.
He's in a bad place. This is where
Eric Dangerous in control of the match at the moment. Wow, he flew right over top of El Grande, staggered out of the way. That's pretty funny. Literally staggered out of the way.
He's the Jar Jar Binks.
Eric Dangerous crashes to the mat with nobody home.
Snapmare to set up their opponent.
Oh, damn. That did not look pretty at all. He might be in need of some rhinoplasty after that one. Good God. That was brutal. Oh, the El Grande DDT. Oh, fucking rope break. Fucking rope break. Galaxy fans going to be watching this match later and thinking, why are they cheering on El Grande so much? Sorry, man, we got nothing against Eric Dangerous. He's awesome. But El Grande is in the process of making history here. It is kind of exciting.
He already has made history.
Well, he already has made history, yeah. We want to continue the legacy of history making here.
looking for a scoop slam. No, slips behind.
Inverted DDT. That was not the El Grande DDT, though. Don't do it. Why? Why, I say? Nice leap for. Ooh. Right in the lower abdomen. El Grande shook it off like it didn't happen, though. He's making him chase him around now. He gained the upper ground. Ooh, stun gun. Bummer. I mean, he smashed the back of his head off the floor down there. That's concussion material right there. Oh my God! El Grande came flying across the top rope. Cross body took out Eric Dangerous.
It's going to sound like a dick move. Count out over El Grande.
Well, I could, yeah, because it would be champion's advantage.
Exactly. He just doesn't need to lose the title.
Or a DQ if that were to happen.
Not holding back now. It's clear he's locked in right now.
El Grande's back in control either way. Oh, shit. Big springboard frog splash from El Grande.
He's looking to get back in this.
Dangerous looking to turn things around here, though. Wow, big lariat. Just about beheaded El Grande there. He didn't want to just remove the mask. He wanted to remove the whole head with that one. Oh! Code breaker. El Grande kicks out 2 count only. It was barely a 2 count, by the way. Kicked out right away on that, too. Elbow to the face. El Grande taking over control. Makes him eat the turnbuckle.
We are seeing a next level performance.
Oh! Drove his knee right into the back of the calf muscle. Not for the faint at heart. That, I mean, if you burst that muscle, good Lord. Eric Dangerous in trouble here. Another big frog splash from El Grande. He's too close to the ropes, though. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the matchup. And still your TWA Television Champion. Representing Team Infinitoni, El Grande Americano. Still holding all 5 gold. Wowzers. It's insane, isn't it? It is absolutely insane. He's beating everybody. Beating everybody. The new, except for El Grande's better than Mercedes Moné.
And the difference is, all his titles are in the same promotion.
They are, yeah.
That's actually a fact. He's actually better than what Mercedes Moné has done in AEW.
Yep, fair play. Actually, we said the same thing before, because we talked about January and B being better than Mercedes Moné. They held less championships, but every single championship they held was in the same promotion, not, some rinky-dink bingo backyard brawling promotion down the street. I see she lost the title, though. Good for her. Lost one title. She did, yeah. Now is she going to go and lose all of those titles? That was my question in the beginning. Is she going to put people over? Or is she going to I'll just vacate them? Because again, if she just vacates, it kind of devalues those titles. Because their best champion couldn't beat her. So who else is worthy of being champion then? She needs to put somebody over 12 or 13 times. Because wasn't she a 14?
We had to have all those championships.
Wasn't she at title 14? I thought they were going to inch their way towards John Cena's 17 or some damn thing with, but I don't know. I guess she's already lost the title though. She lost. I think it was the ROH Television Championship, wasn't it? All right, here we go. Moving on to the main event. Congratulations again to Team Infinitoni. And, of course, El Grande Americano, man. Wow. Quintuple champion. He now goes on to Legends Night later today on YouTube and will challenge whoever wins this matchup, the champion, whoever it may be, whether it's the Future M or Carino Farmer, somebody is pulling double duty because they're going to be challenged by El Grande, who wants to become sextuplet champion. So keep your eyes peeled. But here we go. Old school lockdown matchup. The Future M Mufasa versus Carino Sinister Farmer. TWA Legends Championship on the line. All right. I gotta
have Uncle Fester in the main event.
Uncle Fester. Oops, can't do it there. Why is it not letting me? What the hell's going on here?
That's just fucking childish for Mercedes. Yeah, I know it's like a part of WWE and AEW are basically competition to one another. But like blocking somebody from her Instagram live that she did the other day, or yesterday or the other day, asking the question saying about any thoughts about John Cena's last match.
Yeah.
And then that person gets blocked for that.
All right, so who becomes or walks out TWA Legends Champion? Is it going to be the Future M Mufasa? Or the reigning and defending champion from Team Hornhusk Show, longtime member of the Wolfpack, Carino Sinister Farmer? $10 minutes, as always, to make your bets. Again, remember, it is an old school lockdown matchup. It is not 2 out of 3 falls like the TWA lockdown. It is 1 fall wins it all inside the old blue cage. But here we go. 10 minutes to make your bets. Starting right now, so open those big fat wallets. And here we go. Main event for the TWA Legends Championship. Mufasa, the Future M, versus the Sinister One from the Wolfpack, Carino Farmer. Let's go. Before we talk about anything else, Oni, what was your suggestion for a Legends match for Go Home Happy to wrap up Wrestle Wars Genesis? I forget. I know you said something.
Well, I had a suggestion, but I don't know if we'll go with it. But if I win dice, I was going to use it right then and there.
Oh, yeah, we don't do that for Go Home Happy matches, though.
Things are about to get good.
Then I have no interest.
I have no interest. Luke, do you have somebody you'd like to see in the Legends Go Home Happy match?
What, Legends Go Home Happy match?
Yeah. Don't forget, there's also streamer teams have Legends as well, right? Like even the Gooner. Even the Gooner is a TWA Legends. No, Luke, we're talking about on WWE Raw.
Oh, remind everybody that the title is on the line here.
Oh,
yeah, but that's just a mere formality.
Shits and giggles.
And El Grande versus January?
El Grande's not a legend yet. Oh yeah, I guess he is, isn't he? He's in the Hall of Legendary Accomplishments. Hence how he can fight for the
titles.
El Grande versus January. I mean, they're yours.
Yeah,
I mean, you manage both wrestlers, so if you want them to, I mean, I remember January did question whether or not he was actually legitimately the best in TWA right now, or if that should still sit with January.
I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying it's an idea.
It's an idea, Luke apparently didn't have one because he didn't know what the fuck we were talking about.
I didn't know what you were talking about.
I asked if...
how about we have Mickey James fight El Grande?
Mickey James versus El Grande.
No, the game. No, the way it's going. El Grande will probably fucking win that.
Oh, I see how this Mickey is afraid of El Grande.
Mickey's not afraid of El Grande. Fuck you son of a bitch.
What about something like... seeing how we're talking about women's matches anyways, what about something like, and January's been thrown out there, Mickey James has been thrown out there, what about something like, but what about something like January, maybe versus...
Mickey James?
I mean, that's not terrible either. See, now I couldn't... But then Luke will be sad for the rest of the day. He'll be on for TWA Legends Night, and we'll have to listen to him cry about Mickey losing to January.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
I'll fucking beat that.
Social media
oh, what? Dude.
That's a bold statement.
We're talking about our Wrestle Wars Genesis Go Home Happy match here. He suggests January versus Mickey James. So you're saying that you're okay with that thought?
Yeah, well.
Just for clarity,
I wasn't really being serious. I thought you were going to say Mickey James.
All right, here we go.
Introducing the challenger.
Let's see Uncle Fester fight the Lion King.
I really like the new Legends Championship. I'm very happy with how it turned out. That's the best one ever for sure. Damn it, I forgot to change the logo on the turnbuckle. This is why you got to do things yourself. Hire other people to do things, and they don't do it. Changed everything but the turnbuckle pads. How dare they? I mean, I didn't make it myself. I had it built. I have people hired for that kind of thing. I drink coffee and talk on a broadcast booth. That's all I do.
As it always is when this title is defended.
If I built it, the place would fall apart while they're wrestling. Especially if somebody like Jack Stone or something was in the ring. The shit would just fall apart.
You're going to reinforce that ring.
There's many reasons to do so. There's some big people in TWA.
This is arguably the
Then again, I
biggest
think we should put it through a stress test.
Stress test. That could be fun.
So let's have, what about Jack Stone versus Yokozuna?
Ooh, Jack Stone. But Jack Stone's not in the Hall of Legends yet. He probably should be soon. He's been around on and off for quite a few years. He probably should be, actually. And
what two big men can break a ring?
Well, you could do.
How about Mark Henry and Yokozuna?
Mark Henry versus Yokozuna. That's interesting. I like that. That is two very big men in one ring. Or we have the Giant from we acquired him from the old WCW promotion.
Well, now let's get 4 Giants in there.
4 Giants.
Break this ring. Break it.
What about the Giant, Andre the Giant, Yokozuna, and what was the other one you said?
And Mark Henry.
And Mark Henry. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot in one ring.
Unless you want to throw Kali in there somewhere.
Do we have Kali? I forget.
I haven't.
I don't know if I have him or not.
Yeah, you do. I claimed him.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. He's under your management.
Which I'm probably going to be releasing a lot of people.
Ooh, super kick right to the lippies. I love the old school blue cage. I always did. I don't like the new one, the fenced cage, if you will. Thing is, though, a lot of people got hurt on the old cage. They really did. It was easier to climb, etc., but it was solid steel, that thing. Like, it was, people legitimately got hurt wrestling inside those things for years. Those people were pussies. Fuck them, he says. Fuck those guys. Bring it back. Ooh, right in the kidneys. Oh, he got him teetering. Look at the size difference between Farmer and Mufasa. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. He is a large man. Not as large as some, but
Mufasa in this match.
Oh, big flying elbow from Carino Farmer, champion with the pinfall here. And Mufasa kicks out. Well, there you go. He's still in it to win it, don't he? I mean, I'll be honest. I wouldn't hate it if Mufasa won.
Uncle Fester win.
You don't want to see Uncle Fester versus El Grande. I want Mufasa versus El Grande. You know why? Because El Grande's already beat Mufasa once. That's his real ploy here, right? You liar! He won the world. He knows damn well that he won the TWA World Heavyweight Championship for Mufasa. So he wants Mufasa to beat Carino so that El Grande can whoop that ass again. That is rude.
I just prefer my opponents a little bit more
savagery.
Real.
Yeah. I mean, Carino Farmer and the Wolfpack.
I don't want to fight Uncle Fester. I don't want to fight some chick with a pink eye.
Does not want any fireballs in the face.
Or no weird Dragon Ball Z knockoff characters named after inanimate objects.
That could be enough to continue the reign.
And that is it. That is all. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match. And still your TWA Legends champion representing Team Cornhusk Show. And the Wolfpack. It is Carino Sinister Farmer. He is still your TWA Legends champion. So it looks like El Grande Americano will later today challenge Carino Farmer for the TWA Legends Championship and an opportunity to become a sextuplet champion. Again, stay tuned to Discord for when we're going to be going live on YouTube. So we have one more matchup left. We have a go-home happy match, and it looks like... Sorry, did we decide on Mickey and January? Is that what we're doing here?
I thought we were going to do the big...
Oh, that's right. We're doing the big... We're doing the Fatal 4-Way. That's right. Fatal 4-Way. Giants in the ring. Legendary giants. All in one ring at the same time. So congratulations to Team Cornhusk Show.
Pretty impressive defense. Challengers might think twice before coming at him now.
All right, so I won't go over. I know there's been a couple times where I've gone over the results of the show, but some people don't tune in till later, and it's kind of like throwing spoilers at them, so I think I'm just going to stop that practice.
Yeah, that's why I give fair warning whenever I...
Yeah. They can always tune out, but I mean, you don't want your viewers tuning out either. You know, because we have one more match to go. Is the problem. But what a fantastic show. The continuation of the road to TWA Slammiversary, which will be next weekend. Of course, later today on YouTube, we're going to have TWA Legends Night. Again, stay tuned for that. I'm sure Oni will be back on the broadcast booth at some point. Luke will be with me, of course. Moon Raider will probably be along for the ride. It'll be another great show. And then tomorrow, I haven't decided on the time yet, so again, stay tuned to Discord for that. But TWA Underground will be tomorrow at some point. I just haven't decided exactly when. And I might do a second show tomorrow, depending on my time allotment. The lady of the house works all day, long hours again tomorrow. So depending on what time I start Underground, I'm not sure I would do... because the next show after Underground would be Genesis again. So what I'd probably do is a tournament after that. And we can all decide we'll decide during TWA Underground what that tournament should look like. Who's going to be in it, what the purpose of the tournament is. We'll discuss it. We'll discuss it as a fan jam. But a fantastic show. A lot of the champions stood tall. We did have a new speed champion tonight, of course. But Maxine Kitty retained her championship. Carino Sinister Farmer, as you can see, retained his championship. And, of course, El Grande Americano also retained his championship. So he will go on to Legends Night and challenge, again, not just for the TWA Legends Championship for the first time ever, but also to become the first ever and only sextuplet champion in TWA history. As crazy as that sounds, but the man is now 12-3. 12-3, and again, the 3 losses came from multi-man matches like Battle Royals. He has not lost a singles match since inking a contract with both Team Infinite Oni and TWA. You know, from bell to bell, he's 12-3, but he's never lost a singles match. And again, 5, now technically 6. I know it was a title defense, but it's still a championship matchup. 6 of those matches were championship matches where he was wrapping gold around his waist, so get that through your heads. But anyways, let's move on to our Wrestle Wars Genesis Go Home Happy matchup, shall we? So we had 2 new champions today. That was it. Well, 3 technically, because, you know, it was one was tag team champion, so there's 2 champions there. And of course, Sarah Dawn, who strolled into TWA and won that title in her very first matchup ever, dropped that title tonight. But anyways, here we go. Go home happy match for Wrestle Wars Genesis. We're going to have 4 very large men in a fatal 4-way matchup here.
I've just met a guy fucking rage quit night Mortal Kombat 1, man.
But to answer the question from earlier, there's 7 Police Academy movies, and then there's a TV series.
Yeah, I knew there was also an animated show.
I didn't know about the animated show.
Yeah, but I think the animated show was actually better than the TV series did at the time. But I think they could do a better job now. I think I just feel like it would make a good TV series if they would give it a go. But all right, so we were gonna have Mark Henry. We were gonna have. Did we say the Great Khali, or did we decide on? Because I know Yokozuna's. We'll put Yoko in there.
Mark Henry, Yokozuna, Andre the Giant, and...
Why is Yokozuna not showing up here? Oh, there he is. Oh, what? Yokozuna's locked? That's bullshit. Why is he locked?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's showcased.
Showcased.
Son of a bitch bastard. Oh, yeah, that's right. You got to beat Hulk Hogan to get him.
Replace him with Khali.
Replace him with Khali. Alright, done. Is he under Khali or Great Khali, I wonder?
Probably under G.
Great Khali's was DLC, so you'll have the Great Khali.
Oop, that's a great Muda. There he is, Great Khali.
Go to Giants.
Remember, you could just press the button and it just unlock everything on the game. Not you even have to do anything.
And then, what was the other ones? I forget. We're talking about 1,000 things at once here. I'm trying to do this, so
Andre.
Oh yeah, Andre.
And the Giant, I think.
Andre the Giant and the Giant. It was dumb when he first debuted. They tried to pass him off as Andre's son. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, they tried to make that canon.
Oh yeah, it was terrible. I mean, everybody knew.
You know what the sad thing is? Back then, I believed it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did. Yeah, a lot of people did. But I knew people because Andre used to wrestle in Quebec a lot with like Dino Bravo and people like that, and so a lot of us already knew that he had a daughter. He didn't have a son. So we here in Canada weren't as fooled. But yeah.
But the fact that the Giant wasn't French should have been a giveaway, but...
Well, that too, right? Andre's from fucking France.
Grenoble.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Mark Henry, the Great Khali, Andre the Giant, and, of course, the Giant. Fatal four-way matchup. The ring better be reinforced here, or it's in for a very bad evening, this ring. That is for very large men in one ring at one time.
The Arsenal game soon. Come on, good.
That's not true, sir. You're getting ready for TWA Legends Night, is what you really meant.
How dare you, sir?
It trumps Arsenal.
Shut up.
Don't say that. But then again, back in the day, I believe some of the false rumors too.
Oh yeah, well I mean,
from video games.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of false rumors now again. Matter of fact, WWE they pay people to put out false information now. So, I mean, literally there's a lot of false information out there. And most of it...
I wasn't talking about just wrestling, though.
I think it's a brilliant idea on behalf of the WWE. I'm not going to lie. To spread your own rumors? That is fucking brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Why is it a great idea?
Huh? What do you mean, why is it a good idea? Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it. You're in control of what rumors are spread and what they can control.
The first ever Indian-born WWE superstar.
How is that not a benefit?
Destructive force.
Yeah, well, I guess it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's saying it's awesome.
I don't think it is though.
And it could be someone like El Grande Americana.
Could you imagine?
Imagine that.
What if it's Chad Gable? Is he?
TWA legend.
He's too big to be Chad Gable though, isn't he?
In fact, he went undefeated for over 8 months.
Because Chad Gable's got to be...
I swear to God, because of this TWA now, I won't fucking look at El Grande Americano, the fucking him again, man. I swear to God. To me, he'll just be a TWA legend.
Yeah. Even when you see him on TV. Yo, you're a TWA legend. The Great Khali. He was one big SOB, wasn't he? 7'4", that dude was. For 7'2", something like that. No, I think that was... Yeah, I think it was actually Big Show that was 7'2". I think Khali was 7'4".
Wow.
Giant Gonzalez was 7'8" or 8 feet or some damn thing.
Why were they born so big then? Like, what is it? Some kind of disease? Is it some kind of like disease?
Here comes the 8th wonder of the world, Andre the Giant.
Great Khali, you got to bring back the Giant.
Yeah, the Great Khali, Mark Henry, and the Giant.
I didn't think the Great Khali was any good,
so he was a great ambassador when they were working their way into the Indian market. And let's not, you know, it worked. So mission accomplished. And here's the other thing. He was a very likable guy. He was one of India's most famous people even before WWE for other reasons. And yeah, and people actually related to the Giant, and you know, I don't think anybody thought he was a great wrestler. You know, I question whether he should have even been champion at all ever. But at the same time, he was a very likable person. He was talked very highly about by the people in the locker room, people outside the business, everything. So there's been worse. Like the Giant Gonzalez, he was worse than Khali. Remember the Giant Gonzalez, Sony? He was closer to 8 feet tall, if not 8 feet tall, but that dude couldn't move at all. Like every match he had was just worse. Each one got worse. He did not improve,
Apparently
he got
his
worse.
Actual height
of who?
His true height was 7'7". Like he was billed at 8 foot tall.
Giant Gonzalez? Oh, okay. Yeah. Giant Gonzalez.
I remember the Undertaker talking about it one time too.
Well, if you think about it, that's only 5 inches off of being 8 feet. But 5 inches is quite a bit, though. 5 inches, but I mean 7'7" still. That is one big dude. But he couldn't do anything. Like, he wasn't as good as Paul White or Yokozuna or Khali even. You know what I mean?
Wait, the Great Khali's in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, he was inducted. Yeah.
Seconds away from a highly anticipated match.
Oh, fuck yeah,
Yeah, he was inducted, yeah.
I don't think he should be. I wouldn't call him a Hall of Famer, like.
I don't think he did enough in his career to be a Hall of Famer either, but again, he was a sideshow. But I mean, you got people in there, but you still don't have Demolition. And like, Vince isn't even running the company anymore, so the whatever beef they had with Vince, it doesn't even matter anymore. Put Demolition in the Hall of Fame. Don't be ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. Get it done. How dare you? All right, here we go. Let's see if the ring can make it through the matchup. Oh, give me 1 second.
These four superstars are about to take all of their frustrations out on one another.
Hashtag fatal four-way.
Probably got it.
Khali now on the offensive. Oh, the thump.
Disrespecting the competition.
What a shot. But now we see Andre. Well, guys, any insights into how you navigate a fatal four-way?
If you can't grow an extra set of eyes, then you just have to do the best you can at keeping up with all three opponents.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. My daughter called. I told her I mean, the show's almost over, so I told her I'd call her back.
I
don't know what he's got in mind.
Mufasa redeemed TWA Underground match. I mean,
do we have enough time to do it, though?
TDL, I mean, Mufasa, are you guys not going to face the Vision tomorrow in Underground? because TWA Underground's tomorrow. You guys beat the Coalition. You guys are due to face the Vision. That was the plan anyways. I thought that's how things were going to roll.
First versus last.
But now Khali.
What says you, Mufasa?
Oh, and a stop. Oh, look at the squeeze. It's
My redeem is for later. Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right.
Oh, that just looks nasty.
I was going to say. Because I thought the plan would have been for you to face the Vision tomorrow. That was my thought. Because tomorrow we'll probably showcase tag championships, submission championships, and I'm thinking the Med Speed Championship, because we don't have a champion yet. Oni, did it not come down to Aleister Black and El Grande for the inaugural Speed Championship, but it was a count out for Aleister. Aleister won by count out. You can't remember either. I'm pretty sure it did. I'm sure we said that the rematch, we were going to have a rematch, and that would be the first match for the championship. But I'm going to have to go back and watch that now.
Well, I'm about to put in the chat. Nobody takes seriously. It's only a joke.
He's preparing for something.
Ass Man Billy Gunn and Becky Lynch. Well, I hope you give your TWA coins back to yourself.
I can do that.
You should have just highlighted. You should have just highlighted the message or something. No. Oni spends 30,000 TWA coins just to send us a message. That's like Money Mayweather showing off his money. How dare you? Show off.
Set right into the corner.
Well, the ring's holding up so far.
Going for the 3 count.
The power of the Great Khali. Oh, the Giant kicks out. Andre is all over Mark Henry. Good question. You'll have to figure out how much.
Minimum, they have to be at least 300 pounds.
Oh, Jesus. It'd be more than that. I mean, when the Giant was the Giant, he was 400 plus pounds. Andre was over 500. Yeah. Khali was 400 and something. And then Mark Henry was... He might have been 400 at one point, but I'm pretty sure he was high 300s. How dare you?
At the time, Giant was 383.
Just watch Discord and watch for your invite when we go for TWA Legends Night on YouTube. Yeah. Because we're not going live right away. We're going to have a break in between, right? So.
Oh, yeah.
And that is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the Go Home Happy Matchup Fatal 4-Way Contest, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, with a big win over the Great Khali, Andre the Giant, and the Giant. Congratulations to Mark Henry. All right. Great show. Again, don't forget to pay attention to Discord, ladies and gentlemen, because we will be going live on YouTube a little bit later. I'm going to take at least an hour or so intermission. There's nobody particular I want to invade right now, so we're just going to go visit Alex Sappy. Team Alex Sappy, of course, everybody knows the great Alex Ramon, a multiple-time champion here in TWA. So we're going to go visit and say hello. You don't have to stick around if you don't want to, but stick around for the invasion, say hello, then do whatever it is you want to do.
Whatever it is you want to do.
Okay, yeah. But that is it. That is all for Wrestle Wars Genesis. It was a great continuation of the road to the 5th annual TWA Slammiversary. More to come. Again, stay tuned for TWA Legends Night a little bit later. It's going to be a great show. Then tomorrow, TWA Underground. TDL going to be challenging the Vision for the World's Tag Team Championship in TWA Underground, so it's going to be a great weekend. But let's go visit Alex Sappy. Say hello, show him some love and support. You don't have to go home. You do have to go to Alex Sappy's, and you do have to get the fuck into my channel. Goodbye.
Take a look at the winner of this fatal four-way match, ladies and gentlemen. All four of these men were prepared for a